All right.
Sunlight.
The the washing machine lied to me, so
Thought you were about to say the washing machine was alive.
maybe because it just decided to
Keep
like
going.
yeah, so it was like okay, it's gonna take 30 minutes. I was like okay, I'll be done in 30 minutes, and I came down in 30 minutes. It needs 12 more minutes. I thought I mistimed it. Nope, because now it's 18 minutes. So
I think your washer's like fucked.
I think it's
Really
probably
what?
just the setting I put it on, but like
Yeah, it's looking at it like, ooh, yeah, give us some more time, buddy. Buddy, old pal.
also you are still Omar, by the way.
Yeah, that's me.
Breathe it in.
Breathing and I'm worse.
The devil.
The devil. I fucking need a minute. You're gonna die. Or Great Ace Attorney ish. I got this fucking cut on my fingy. It's not gonna heal right.
Oh man, I'm really low energy today.
I feel that.
I did not get a whole lot of sleep, and I had to be up. I don't want to say around like 12:30ish, which isn't very like early, but like I went to sleep. I think at like 4. So, you know, it was not as much sleep as I wanted. So I'm kind of out of it a little bit today. But I do want to stream. I do want to play this game because this game is really good.
Always giveth.
Mm-hmm. Feels like a slow day in general for pretty much everybody.
Yeah. Just chill. I've been working on my maps and stuff.
Nice.
Got to finish dual wall up.
Every time I try to make a day to do, like, put in my D&D lore, people are like, finals.
You just gotta say no.
Yeah, I know, but if I don't game, I'll lose my mind. That's my outlet.
My life drastically improved when I stopped playing the finals regularly.
Yeah. I don't play regularly
That's
anyway.
that's just any game that multiplayer fighting game that you or any multiplayer game that you play.
It's like my life got so much better. My life be like.
Alright. I kind of want to get into this so I don't end up sleeping in the middle of the game.
Midstream.
What about your close up?
I know people are still filtering in, but I don't know. I don't have much to talk about. Usually we have like things to chat about, but I don't know. I don't have really.
Oh, you're
anything.
going. I thought you were waiting for your clothes.
No, I'm already live.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
No, we've been live.
Yeah, I sent it in the thing.
Let me finish up here then.
Am I streaming in Discord?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are. What the hell are these other highlights?
What highlights?
The power up, the schmeckles they give you on Twitch.
I don't know.
Well, you get like little.
Gigantify an emote? Oh, please.
What do you say?
That's for the bits.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, it's small in the fucking thing. Oh. Oh, that's amazing.
That's
I
so
wasted
gross
bits for
looking.
that, but
It's real. I don't like it.
that's worth it.
Wait, you wasted bits on that, and I didn't get any kickback?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Twitch! Fuck you, Twitch!
Nah, but
Wait, how do you know you don't get any kickback from it?
Yeah, because it would say if somebody like gave me bits in my OBS.
Well, up at the top it says like 30
Oh,
bits.
that's. Oh yeah. Huh. Wait. What?
maybe it's
Why
because
didn't
it's
I
a
get
part
a-
of Twitch that it doesn't work.
Yeah. Why didn't I
Well, if
get
you're
an
spending
alert?
bits, it would. I feel like that it would just go to you then. I don't think it would. That doesn't really make any sense. That it would
Usually it
Twitch.
gives me an alert when somebody like not like on stream, but like it pops up in the mini feed saying like, "Oh, you were given bits by somebody." Weird.
Yeah, it's because they're power ups and not rewards. You don't get any rewards.
Oh,
I'm
well.
just making shit up. I don't know. Is Evan joining us today?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I'll message him. Alright. Yeah, I sent him a DM. So if he joins, he joins.
Okay.
That's just, I'm gonna be looking at that.
He's
The
staring.
memes.
He's gonna burn into your screen.
That's funny. You know what, I'm gonna take a screenshot of it so we'll have a bigger emote for later. Damn it.
Bird.
Oh, boy.
It hurts.
Like, it's like you could see the finer detail.
The medical turnabout?
Yeah, that's what's coming up.
Turnabout Resurrection, Turnabout Express, Fractured
Turnabout
Turnabout,
Craig.
and the Miraculous Turnabout.
Oh my goodness, she de-ages.
So we're getting memoirs and then the full medical turnabout?
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
we're getting the rest of memoirs, and then we're getting medical turnabout is the two that are getting released. And I think honestly, just going forward, it's just going to be 2 episodes are going to be ready for release. Going
Gotcha.
forward.
Nice. Well, there's only 2 left after this, right?
No,
No,
there's like 4.
I think there's 8 she has planned.
1,
Oh, she has
2,
8.
3, 4, yeah.
So this would be the halfway point.
Okay.
I can't wait until I want to see Phoenix and Ryunosuke. I need
I
that
know.
fanfiction's bullshit to happen. I'm so
No.
here for it.
It's probably happening somewhere.
Yeah, I mean that's what this game is.
Just
Yeah,
fan
it's-
fiction.
Yeah, it's literally called The Return of Ryunosuke.
I know, but I meant in the sense that, like, when I think of fan fiction, I think of that horrible Apollo game. Let me
To
not
be
say
fair,
horrible.
that
A
is
very
fan fiction.
biased Apollo game.
You can
That's
say
horrible. Alright, are we ready or do we just want to hop in?
I'm ready to go.
No, stop stream.
Okay, unlucky.
You know what? For that, I'm doing subscribers only chat, so I only can talk. I couldn't sleep near that many books.
I thought that said Cancer Lane. I was like, huh?
Cancer Lane. You get on this
Cancer
road. The Cancer Road.
You know what, Nick? I don't think I've ever eaten more than I have tonight. Graham's cooking is so great. She could scoop up dirt and make it taste good.
Did you drop it in dirt?
Oh, I did do it. Are you Granny or am I Granny?
Grow up. I don't know.
I mean, it's
I
not
guess
gonna
I did
matter for
Iris
long.
Well, I did Iris initially, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
You're too sweet. If you ever come by again, I'll be sure to have a plate ready for you.
All right! You hear that? We're coming back tomorrow.
Maya, can't you give the poor woman a break?
Leave her alone.
I really appreciate you both coming today. It was a pleasure to have you.
It's a shame what I have to do.
It's a shame that you brought me to this.
I don't think I've said it yet, but thanks for having us.
I should be the one thanking you, Phoenix. It's been so very long since I've had family around.
That sure has. It's been 20 years since you've seen any of us, hasn't it?
Has it really? Oh, I suppose it would be. You've grown up since the last I've seen you. And when you've lived as many years as I have, just 20 feels like a weekend.
She says that with a big smile, but she had to have felt at least a little lonely without us, right?
Phoenix, you worry too much.
Reads him instantly.
Yeah, stop doing that.
You just like Rhiannoster. I was happy for you all. I knew you were out there living your lives. And after what became of my old family, knowing you were safe and well was more than enough for me.
What happened?
I was about to play DL6 for its Dun, dun, dun.
So please, don't stress over it. A sad, sulky face doesn't suit you.
Dude, if fucking Iris sees Sherlock Holmes appear in front of her, she'll have a heart attack. She'll die.
Not again! Not again!
Okay, guaranteed when it happens, Holmes is gonna be like, "You're old."
Holmes is gonna be like, "You're old. I have to fix this," and then he
No, that's-
throws a fucking chemical
That's
bomb
like,
at her.
it's
making
gonna be
her
like
young.
fucking Coco. He's a bit like old ass daughter while he's like super young.
You make me un poco loco.
What was that just now?
Oh God, Dick.
Her cheery tone died completely just for a second.
Didn't you tell us you had a tenant living here?
I don't exactly care for the term tenant, but yes, you're thinking of Connie. Yes, I think of him as target.
Where did he disappear to? He wasn't there at dinner time.
Well, he's out for the night. Let me know earlier today.
I mean, inspectors work through the night here? Yeah?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
pretty normal. Phoenix, that's pretty normal.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's different from Gumshoe. Like, nah, I'm going home, pal.
You know, I guess say, Anna, there's a criticism that there wasn't a scene of Connor dapping Phoenix up after the trial.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks
yeah,
for getting my fucking dad arrested.
You're a real
You know,
one
like,
for real?
Thank
My
you-
dad's
Thank you
dream.
for humiliating my dad in front of all of Britain.
But
That's
now he's
great.
gonna get a hit list for you. He's gonna get the Suicide Squad on your ass.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna come back. They kind of made a point of him just running off. I wonder if that's gonna.
I would imagine so. I don't know if he's gonna end up being a victim or something, but like, I would imagine he has to come back.
Ah, Phoenix, right?
Fucking villain ass.
Why is he fucking him?
Yeah, because he got it chopped in the throat. I don't know.
Incidentally, the boy let me know you're free to sleep in his bed tonight. I don't know if I'd be as cool with that. Just don't make a mess, he said.
Right. I'm not a dog, Inspector. I'm not a dog. Still, it is a bit late to be going back to the hotel. I might as well accept her offer.
That's great, but what about me?
Don't worry about you. I haven't forgotten about it. I fucked it up. I'll make arrangements for your bed right away.
I make sure you sleep outside.
Sweet.
Dog.
Thanks.
He gets shanked in the middle of the night.
Thanks, Grams.
I'm starting to forget that I'm the grandchild here.
Well, that's that settled then. I'll be back in an hour. Why not spend some time reading in the meantime? It's a healthy stimulus for the mind.
Oh. I wonder what book we could read.
So,
The wall.
what now? It's gonna be a while before I can get any sleep. Don't tell me you're gonna go to sleep ahead of me.
I mean, no way. Just stay up all night so you don't get bored. Hey, did Grant leave something on the table as she was heading out?
Check out this book.
But first,
Book.
what's that on the shelf? Some sort of
Oh.
armband?
Wow, look! There's an attorney's badge on it! Only it's much bigger than yours.
Damn.
Oh, I think I know what this is. It's something defense attorneys in Japan used to wear a long time ago.
Fucking nerd.
Oh, I guess America must have been inspired by the design.
Inspired? More like they ripped it off.
So, what's this doing in Grimes' house anyway?
Let's see if
Ah,
the
forget
book will tell us. Hello, CC.
Hi, CC.
That's not crazy, am I? Because, I mean, I'm sure these weren't here before.
Me too. You think Grams may have forgotten them when she left?
I'm not sure. Something tells me she left them here intentionally. Nah, I'm good.
Fucking leave it.
Nah. That's it then. You're going to die.
In an hour. Read.
Your whole life you've been an attorney.
Graham was definitely nudging us to read this thing. I have no idea what's in here, but something must be important to her, right?
But this file is so thick. We'd never read it all in just an hour.
Well, maybe not the whole thing, but what about this little journal? Why not start with that? There's a label on the front cover. It says,
Peter Piper picked the pack of paper peppers.
The Final Case of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Wait,
hello,
have we
Barton.
finished the
Yeah.
theater? Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Where?
Did we finish the theater case? What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah, it's out. We lost.
God, it's so dark.
I got it.
I hate the dark. Where is everyone? Sasato-san? Mr. Sholmes? Anyone? Nani kore?
That's 0.
Zero.
Who are you? What have you...
Upside down.
Turn the world up.
Christmas Eve.
Let's see.
It's almost Christmas.
I trust Anna. I think that line's gonna be in here somewhere.
But yeah,
Almost
we
Christmas means it's not Christmas yet.
we did finish it last time. Shocker, if you weren't aware already. But
Who did it?
fucking yeah, what's his name?
Arthur
did it?
Reed.
Arthur
Arthur Reed.
Reed. Yeah, the guy who showed up in day 2 did it.
Actor.
He
Yeah,
did
the
it
guy who
because,
was like, I hate that director. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take his place.
Mhm.
the main reason the director Cutter stole his, Cutter and the victim Vale Snow stole his like draft of the play script that he was going to like get him into like
Film.
theater and,
think-
and pretty
Okay.
much took it for himself and
They plagiarized and then he killed
They
him
didn't
for
plagiarize. They took it.
Yeah, they
took it.
they
They just
literally
took it
stole
where-
the script and then they
changed a little
plagiarized
bit
it.
of it. Yeah, and then they took a little bit
Yeah.
of it.
Oh yeah, that's why the title was a little different.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my head. Was all that just a dream?
So, you're finally awake.
Figured it all out.
You shouldn't scare me like that. I was starting to think you'll never wake up.
I miss you, Susanna.
I miss you.
I miss you.
Sasato, what was that? The Sasato wake-up slap?
I'm so sorry. I tried calling your name a dozen times, but you wouldn't so much as stir.
It's alright. Could you help me up now?
Wait, so he was beating his ass so he'd wake
Yes.
Yeah.
My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a defense lawyer from the Empire of Japan.
The Empire.
And this young lady is Susato Mikitoba. I'm lucky enough to have her as my very own judicial assistant.
Not with those eyebrows.
Yeah, don't make fun of her.
You're right.
She's helped me out more times than I can count. She really is the best I could ever hope to have.
I thought she was gonna mew for a second though. I'm not gonna lie. Just
And this little attic we're in.
White, yo.
Skylar White, yo. In this little attic we're in, I'm proud to say this is the very first office I've ever set up.
It's your fucking home.
The Naruhodo Legal Consultancy, based in the attic of famous 221B Baker Street. I can just read numbers. That's that's right. After spending a whole year fighting in the courts of Japan, Susato-san and I have come home to London. I come home to London. Interesting wording there.
Yeah. They're just like they're a little bit goofy in Japan right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
The safest place right now.
To
London.
spend the holiday with the people closest to us. Or
Hold on.
Yeah.
That line implies that their families are less close to them than the goofballs that they like upturned the country with. Like,
To
I
be
mean-
fair, like Naruto was able to fucking disappear on a boat out of fucking Japan.
yeah, his parents apparently did not give a fuck. Like,
Never
That's the
let
real
her.
story we gotta see. I need to know how
I-
that happened.
protagonists have very strained relationships with their parents in these games.
what about my man Eugene?
Eugene.
Yeah,
Eugene.
Eustace?
Useless
Eugene
kid.
Mikotoba.
Oh, Eugen. Okay.
Oh, Eugene. Oh, okay.
Eugene.
No, we called him Eugene in our playthrough. You
Did we? I don't remember calling him Eugene.
We called him Eugene.
Are you sure? I don't think we did.
would
I
not
mean,
call
that
it
is more or less how it's supposed to be like pronounced, because it'd be like G, like Eugene. But just say Eugene, like like that.
It's
Had me
like
think of Mr. Krabs. Like,
Eugene Krabs. Juan to John, like
Yeah.
Spanish to English. We got the Eugene to Eugene. That's what Sherlock calls him.
Eugene machine.
Yo, Eugene the Machine, how you doing?
I am the machine.
Sherlock daps him up.
I am the machine.
Or so we plan to.
Why are you sitting there idly? We have to get going, ready. I gotta get going ready. We have to be getting ready. Yeah, we're already running late.
God, I'm really sorry. I don't know what.
We don't have time for your apologies. Come on, the carriage.
Susato-san, wait! I've just gotten out of bed.
In pajamas. Oh, this even looks nice. The old barely.
Looks like we made it just in time.
Yeah, I don't think we're exactly ready for this, but we made it. I think this is our defendant.
Yeah, I think it'd be in the defense. I'll take it. Oh, you're finally here. I think it's an old guy. if I
Yeah, it is.
recall.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh god.
Look at that part.
The middle part.
I was wondering if you planned to arrive. Frightened stiff I was.
I'm so sorry for making you worry.
I'm sorry for making you hard, sir.
There's nothing to be sorry about. You're here, and that's what counts, my boy. I hope you got a good night's sleep and are sufficiently prepared for the challenges that await today.
Because you're gonna make sure I win.
Or else.
Of course, I'm ready, like always. Please don't open your eyes. Please don't open your eyes.
The world.
This affable man is my client, Dr. Andrew Styles.
Dude, how much does Ryunosuke charge? Because, like, if you took down the fucking British Empire, you gotta be, like, top rate. Like,
You gotta be
charging.
getting like how much? What's like the expensive in?
Yeah, I guess
World
this guy
War II?
does. I think he runs a hospital, so he's got
Yeah.
some money, you know.
Free
He's got
health
bank.
insurance for the rest of his life.
Oh,
It's also
oh,
Green
okay.
Hospital.
Surrender
Yeah,
your
yeah,
money back.
Yeah, so it's Green Hospital's the same one from the present where
yeah.
what's her face works.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
and
might be her
we're probably also getting it next
Yeah.
next chapter as well.
Look at Susato.
He runs the Green Hospital, where he's a practicing doctor himself.
Nearing retirement, I am. My staff already urging me to pack it up.
Get out.
I reckon they just want to see the last of me.
Yeah. They hate me.
They hate me.
Dr. Styles had sent a request for my services at a really late hour just last night. Apparently he was apprehended that very night, and the trial was scheduled for this morning.
Christ.
I wasn't planning on standing in court at all during my stay, but Sato-san convinced me to accept his case. I guess they are coming over for Christmas, sort of a thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's sort of the intention.
But
Yeah,
it's like gears of the judicial system in London move fast. Jesus
that's fast.
Christ.
That's fast for even grade
Like-
A attorney standards. Too.
Yeah.
At least, you usually get like 1 day at least.
Like, if you get arrested for a crime, you're lucky to see, like, you'll see your hearing within the week, but you're lucky to see your trial within the year.
And so, here we are again in the Old Bailey for the first time in 2 years.
Okay, dude, yeah. I was wondering what the time.
Oh, Counsel for the Defense.
No, it's a,
Noodles. It's him.
It's
Your
one of the
presence has
two.
been requested in the courtroom.
It's either Stickler or it's Meekins.
Yeah, the two entities.
You heard him, counsel. Let's do as we're told, shall we?
I'll be right there,
That
Mr.
deep-fried
Styles.
picture of Meekins haunts my dreams. Like, that's my sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get this over with.
I'm sorry about this, Naruhodo-san.
Sorry about what?
There's not enough space.
What?
I just... I just wanted a pleasant reunion with our friends and family. But Dr. Styles is such a well-known man in the world of medicine. But that representing him would make good publicity for our agency.
Why does she have those Minecraft eyebrows?
I thought we were gonna make fat stacks.
Hey, it's not your fault, and don't worry about me. I'll explain everything when the trial starts. Everything will be fine.
If you say so, Naruhodo-san.
Also,
Jesus.
God. That looks, what does that look like? That looks like fucking something.
It looks like
looks like
Cece's
that one-
character from Dark Tide.
It looks like the one fucking Tyler the Creator fucking mugshot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Where
The
it's like
fucking-
really tiny in it.
Yeah, and they edit out his nose sometimes.
The scales of justice are displayed on my armband.
There's no better symbol for our profession. The scales are representative of justice and fairness. That's why a set once stood in the Old Bailey.
They still haven't put it back up?
No,
But those scales have been going for a while. What did the same happen to this set right here? Huh?
as long as you don't set it aflame, you don't have any reason to worry.
That's funny.
And topple it.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it fell
died.
on
Yeah.
him.
My name's embroidered right here in the inside of my armband.
It really does say Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I still can hardly believe you finally have the armband.
Dude,
It's
her
crazy.
jawline is fucking
Sin.
nuts.
I still haven't gotten used to it, to be honest. Maybe I should go back to wearing Kazuma's instead.
Only you
I'm not
throw away
convinced that's
years-
not Kazuma in a wig.
That's somebody that
Like, Cosmo would be here, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would still be here.
He'd be the
Yeah.
prosecutor.
What-
right?
There's a pretty good chance we see him later on.
He could be the
Yeah.
prosecutor. Yeah.
Only you would throw away years of hard work for something so trivial, Naruhodo-san. Stupid.
Bow.
Dummy.
Files. What?
That's me.
Judicial assistant, she's a refined Japanese lady, and she's always a huge help to me. An active doctor nearing retirement lives with his family and servants on an island in the middle of the sea. That has to be a hell of a
my
commute.
God.
That must be a hell of a commute.
That must be days.
Wait,
Just to get arrested?
Oh, I forgot the eggs. Hold on.
the island of, what's that book? The Island of Dr. Moreau? Is that like
Yeah. Maybe.
a doctor that lives out on his own on an island?
Fucking, yeah, I think that's the one.
Naruhodo-san.
Wah. Gnome!
No, not a good elf.
Here we are once again. Are you ready for this? Do we know anything about this case?
Yeah, I told you we have nothing to worry about.
The shakiness in your voice really doesn't persuade me.
Like I said, I'm
He
okay.
gets a pass this time because he got this case in the dead of night last night. He gets a pass.
No.
I'm okay.
I'll learn.
Really, I mean... I can't look that out of place, can I?
That's cute.
In the name of Her Majesty the Kill this man.
He doesn't even care.
Okay.
I hereby declare this court to be in session.
He's a bro for that one.
Counsel for the defense, Mr. Naruhodo, as I do recall.
Yes.
Recall.
Yes, my lord, that's me.
You toppled your government. How do you not recall?
If the stars align, I believe you already know. Some time has passed since you last stood in our courtroom. Word has reached me that you've since made quite a name for yourself in the Empire of Japan.
Yes, my lord, that's right. I've been really busy since I went home to Japan. Very busy. The concept of my profession is still new back home, and I've been helping getting it off the ground.
Well, that's quite noble of you. And so in that case, I shall presume you have a good excuse for your attire, and humbly welcome you back. Now, counsel for the defense and prosecution, please state your willingness to proceed with the trial.
Whew, okay, that went better than I expected. Yes, my lord, the defense is ready.
Who the fuck is Joe Schmo? The fucking serial killer.
Oh yeah,
Jack the Ripper.
I remember this.
Yeah, I think Evan probably.
Shit. How do I do a Belgian accent?
He looks like an oil baron.
Yeah, he does.
He
I
does.
do declare.
The prosecution is also ready. Fucking.
This is top hat.
The
Yeah,
prosecution is also racist.
Fucking, it's.
Foghorn Leghorn.
What's his name?
Yeah, Foghorn Leghorn.
No, not that guy. That's new top hat. I can't think of what the actual one. Carruthers. Carruthers.
Yeah,
It's
Carruthers.
fucking
New
Carruthers.
top hat.
Yeah. I forgot what
top.
his name was.
Carruthers.
The prosecution is also ready.
I didn't get my money yet.
He did. Is.
The thing about Texas, and my, what a surprise this is. Am I mistaken in presuming you would be the youths residing in the attic of 221B Baker Street? Why do you know where we live?
I mean, that's where his agency is, so.
Us? Well, sadly, we don't get to call that home these days, but that is where our office is, yes. I don't think we've met, Mr.
Where are my manners? You may call me Poirot. Prosecutor Percule Hero in full.
Prosecutor Percocet.
Percule.
Yeah.
Perk thy weird soul.
Perk angle.
I'm Perk.
Hercules.
Hercules of the Rumble.
Your friend, the detective, he and I have something of a history, so to speak. But to think that rascal would have the heart to take in 2 foreign exchange students. I think it would be more accurate if I tried a French accent. Because he does sound like... yeah, I don't know if we want to... whatever.
I mean, I learned how to do a French accent on the spot for.
Yeah, you're
Great
really
Institute.
good at it too.
Yeah, and like I was like I was getting frustrated, and then I was like lock in. and I
Locked
got it.
in.
Yeah.
Who is that for? I don't remember.
It was the redheaded guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
redheaded
you're
one.
so right.
Yeah, one was French, one was Italian.
Yep.
Named fucking pepperoni or
Yeah.
something.
Well, no, they were both named Red. I think they were both named Red, but like
Yeah.
in their respective languages.
Yeah.
He always finds ways to surprise me, that one.
The old bloodhound.
Yeah, that sounds like Mr. Sholmes.
God, I'm locking in.
Well, my name's Ryunosuke Norohodo. It's nice to meet you.
A friend of Mr. Sholmes? My, what a small world. He seems like such a pushover. You got this.
He's done.
He's done.
He's good.
I don't know about that. I don't get the impression he thinks too highly of Mr. Sholmes or of us. Although, does anyone think highly of him once they meet the man? Huh. What an unusual name. And not one Mr. Sholmes has ever mentioned before. I wonder why that is.
Shot that man.
Now I call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You've been randomly selected out of 6 billion citizens of London. Are you prepared to proceed?
No.
I love Asanaga.
Fuck.
Oh, is his eyes like all the way up there? Like when he blinks?
No, that's-
it, like...
No,
It's like those are his eyebrows.
yeah, they're behind his glasses. He's
Okay.
he's just like the fucking lady who's obsessed with
Martha.
what's
Yeah.
his Martha, your hero would like it if you would shut the fuck up.
Of course, my lord. When I encounter jury duty, I carry out my task to perfection.
It's fucking
Oh
Agatha
yeah,
Christie.
I remember the bit with this one.
This looks
Yeah,
horrifying.
really
This looks like the
psycho.
most realistic face.
Yeah, it's
What
'cause
is
it's
that?
Agatha
Yeah.
Christie.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know who this is.
that's a famous mystery author.
Oh, yeah.
She's also the
who
one.
writes the
Yeah.
Hercule Poirot stories.
Yeah, Hercule Poirot is her version of Sherlock Holmes, essentially.
That's why she's here. She's like, don't fuck this up.
Yeah. So, it looks so like uncanny because it was like traced from an actual
Okay.
picture of her.
I see. I was about to say, I'm like, everything's like, oh. Not saying it's bad, but it's just like horrifying. It's just like, hello.
So it might probably be good if let me see. I think we'll just do like me, AJ, Evan.
I don't even know what her force is.
Sure.
Is she British?
Yes, very
Yeah.
British.
I don't know.
I must say, I'm most enthralled by the prospect of perplexing murder case.
Yeah, can we get on with this? It's Christmas Eve, for Christ's sake.
What was this starting?
Oi, what's all
I
this
remember this
about?
guy.
We took time out of our busy lives to come here today and he's in his jammies?
Oh, he's French. Shit.
Yeah,
He's not just any French person.
He's the French.
Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
remember this too.
yeah. He's Lupin.
He's the guy.
I'm assuming the
Wait,
fifth guy is meant to be Scrooge. I'm assuming.
No, he's a barber.
Maybe.
If I remember correctly. Oh wait, no, maybe not.
Oh, is that
That's the
Sweeney
original
Todd?
guy.
Yeah, that was the original guy.
Yeah, that's the original dude from Greatest Attorney, like the
Yeah.
one who's traced after. But I think this dude is meant to be Scrooge.
Gotcha.
I think. I have to remember. We'll see.
If there is one treasure that should never be stolen, it is the treasure known as life. That's accurate.
Excellent. I see everyone is sufficiently prepared, for the most part. Now, Prosecutor Haro, was that your name? You may proceed with your opening statement when you are ready.
All right, I have exclusively French people this case.
You are the French.
You're the Frenchman today.
But of course, monsieur, it shall be done. Maestro?
He's like Clavier.
He cued the music?
Yeah.
I really like it.
This gruesome murder occurred on an isolated island wherein the home of Monsieur Styles is situated. You may have heard of this gentleman as a noble savior of lives. But do not be deceived, for this fiendish man has betrayed everything he claims to stand for. This is a character attack. They don't usually do these in opening statements.
He sucks.
It occurred 2 nights ago. The defendant had invited 3 associates of his to his island. There, in a little room on the first floor, they competed for money in an unscrupulous game of poker. As one might suspect, the game quickly took a turn for the violent, and right before everyone's eyes, the defendant pulled out a pistol and shot one of his guests dead.
I mean, that'll do it.
The victim was the guest sitting straight across from Monsieur Styles. Monsieur. He was a banker by the name of Ronald Adair. And the weapons that took his life, it was this antique pistol, property of the killer himself. Ordinarily, this weapon is displayed in the hallway of the defendant's home, but it was found by the police carelessly hidden under the table of that very room. In addition, I have taken the liberty of sketching a diagram of the crime scene. You may notice the red X on the west side of the room. It is there where you located the bullet.
The court accepts the firearm and the diagram as evidence.
No.
What? What? What the fuck did you say to me?
No, go home. No case for you.
I'm not gonna lie, you kind of cooked if he just shot him. You know, okay?
He is so guilty. Look at that man.
The opening statements were fucked.
It's so good. It's so
Like,
over.
fuck, dude. Does it feel like something is missing to you, Mr. Naruto?
Now that you mention it. Excuse me, Mr. Horo? Mr. Horror? I feel like...
White.
You... I feel like you've forgotten something. Why haven't you presented the victim's autopsy report?
By Jove, that's right.
My God!
The autopsy report is something that must be presented at every murder trial. So where is it?
I lost it. I'm afraid this trial would have to be an exception to that rule, my lord.
Why?
Performing an autopsy report in this case was simply not possible.
Why is that?
This is an oddly little-known fact, but it is quite difficult to conduct an autopsy on a corpse
It's alive.
when there is no corpse to perform an autopsy on.
Ye gods!
What's this?
Hey,
Didn't
Sam.
find the corpse.
Because he's alive!
that pistol just turned into a fine red mist. There's
You
nothing
get
left.
fucking-
Haste? Like it's fucking
Order!
Fallout?
Mr. Hero, explain yourself. Why couldn't the police find the victim?
Hello, Sam.
I fail to see how I can be any clearer, my lord. When the police arrived at the crime scene, the corpse had mysteriously vanished. That is all.
Then how on earth can we even be sure someone was murdered?
Oh, someone was right.
There really can't be any doubt. I would advise you to take one look at this photograph.
What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My God, that's quite the bloody scene.
Oh. The blood was quite nearly the sole point of interest in the entire room. I'm eating. One would be lucky to survive after the blood loss this severe.
What are those blue things next to the cards?
An excellent question. Those are poker chips.
Zeke would have called you stupid if you said that.
Yeah, you fucking stupid.
The Snippanese
They
boy.
indicate
Doesn't gamble.
I'd actually love that if, like, at post Great Ace Attorney, like you have a Zeke trial, and he's like, "You stupid nippet, sorry." What's
Stupid
happened?
Rinosuke.
What's happened?
Most
I'm
of
having
having.
I'm getting better.
I am in the HR program now. It's fine. I'm working on it.
Yeah, in jail.
Zeke's isn't in
I'm
jail.
in
Still in
counsel.
jail.
Yeah. No, I arrested him after. Y'all didn't know that.
Little note lore.
for racist crimes.
Yeah, I just whooped his ass in the cell.
You have a good reason to.
They indicate the standing, or the score, so to speak, of each player in the nefarious game. And what's nefarious about poker?
I think
It's-
just
Illegal, probably.
illegal gambling.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've certainly convinced me a murder occurred in that house that night. Jesus. But as to whether or not the doctor was responsible, I remain unconvinced.
That is quite understandable, but I am far from done. At the time of the gunshot, 3 other gentlemen were present in that little room. And all 3 of those gentlemen are prepared to testify. So you're telling me there are 5 guys in that room?
5 guys.
One of them gets shot, and they all just go, "Yeah, he did it," and that's enough for you?
I mean,
That seems pretty reasonable.
Well,
I mean, like,
at the same time,
reasonable.
no corpse, but also fucking all of them are just saying, "Yeah, that guy did it." It's like, okay, can anybody else smell cover up? Like,
Yeah. Well, see, this is the defendant's house too. So, like, if anyone was to hide a body somewhere, it'd probably be the defendant.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not like completely unreasonable. I'm saying like, there's no fucking way that nobody else is going, "Yeah, I don't know about this one, Chief."
Yeah, like, I guess face value, if we don't know the reputation of the people, it's like, why would 3 people lie? But then, like, that's when you, like, look
And to
into
be,
it.
there is some further knowledge of why they're kind of gunning for this.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Why does he have a gun that makes you disappear?
Because
Teleportation beam.
you filthy fucking... Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
You
What's
gotta,
happened?
you gotta get,
You gotta get the pee.
in there.
You gotta get the pee.
Well, why?
Nip.
I'm not
Nip.
worried about
It's
it.
important.
I know you're not.
I'm
I ain't worried about it. I don't say it, but you know,
I
ain't
could.
worried. I could. Wait, 1 sec. Why do you turn country? Well, fuck it. 1 sec, my lord. I got something I want to say.
Juror
Turn
5,
goofy.
what in the world do you want?
Well, I lower the attitude there, Judge.
What the fuck do you want? Oi, Andy, don't think we don't know what you're up to. Ronnie ain't the only one you've been killing, you twisted. What the fuck, madman?
Juror 5, please, is it just rumor?
My head is a rumor, and I like all rumors. It had to come from somewhere. You kill people.
Rumors? Mr. Sutter, do you know what they're talking about?
The fuck it I know.
How would I know? Point is, that Doc is a dangerous, dangerous man, and he's going to hell.
He's
Guilty.
the ancestor of Palmaractus.
That was terribly fast, but the juror's stance has been recorded.
What a great start. The jury's against us already.
Thank you for your wise and swift decision, Juror 5.
Very
Now
good.
then, I call my
Very
witnesses
cool.
to the stand.
Alright, before witnesses, acquaintance of Mr. Sholmes. I've never heard of him. Banker who was fatally shot while visiting the defendant, whose corpse vanished before the police arrived.
He just went home. He's like, oh, fucking Britain.
Possession of the defendant's usually on display in a cell found under the table.
Under the table. Imagine if you could flip it up.
Mr. Naruto, please don't hold a firearm while your hands are shaking so violently.
I can't help it! You remember that case at the French restaurant 3 years ago, don't you? After an experience like that, I still can't compose myself around pistols.
Give it to me then, please!
Let me do it.
The chamber's loaded with...
It's loaded?
the chamber's loaded with small metal balls, much unlike the modern bullets we're used to seeing.
Your Honor, this bullet, this fucking pistol is smoothbore. It couldn't possibly have shot the victim.
It would not have hit its target.
One air would have backfired. It would have exploded in his hand.
I wonder if they'd hurt
This
as much
is
as
like
regular
Italian
bullets.
lads.
It is.
The copy pasta.
I'm afraid Ronald Adair might know the answer to that.
Is there anything else that we could investigate?
I doubt it.
Nope.
It's a gun. Put it down.
Uh-oh.
He's got me reaching. Luger.
Awkward.
Yeah, the X.
Yeah. Thank God we figured out bullets, because like just loading gunpowder into the barrel and shooting a ball out of it was the dumbest
mean,
idea.
You had to do something.
You know, a bunch of drunk people.
Oh, that's interesting.
What if I have like a ball and I exploded it at you?
What if I just shot you? How would you do that with an arrow?
What would you do if I
No.
fucking exploded you?
What if I got a projectile?
Narhada, Mr. Narhada,
I
you know that's
forgot
just
about
ketchup
that
on the
guy.
table, right?
Look at fucking.
D-killer.
He did it, so he did it.
No, that's not D-Killer, that's the bellboy.
I know it's the bellboy, but it's D-killer.
He's D-killer coded though.
I bid you gentlemen welcome to the Old
Yeah.
Daily. Please state your names and professions.
What's your name? My name is McMurder.
Welcome to McMurders. May I take your order?
How should we split this up?
Harry Hatsworth.
Oh wait, so we'll do AJ. I'll take the middle guy, and then JT will take the last one.
Sure.
Jesus.
But of course, I am known as Harry Hatsworth, the owner of a prestigious hat store in London. But if it's my true name you desire,
What is he, a fae?
if it's my true name you desire, you may call me Harold Hardy.
Tom
What's
Hardy.
my name? Where am I?
The name's Peter Murray, captain of an old ferry boat. The boys call me Pete.
Got the softest face.
Oh my god, I forgot his name is Servius. I forgot. I forgot fucking what were they? Servius and like Simply. I forget what.
His name wasn't Shredon, I think.
Shredon, that's it.
I know something else about his name that I'm gonna keep to myself.
Yeah.
Good.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's a Sherlock Holmes reference. That's what they're called.
Servius
A very
Malone.
interesting Sherlock Holmes reference.
Yes.
Yeah, that doctor didn't shoot that man. I did.
I was bored. I just shot him. I went into his house.
Did you say I was bored? Oh, I thought you-
I was born to shoot that man.
I was born to make this happen.
I am but a lowly one, serving the Styles estate. Servius Moran's my name.
Welcome. Am I mistaken in assuming that you three gents were the ones engaged in illegal gambling with the defendant?
Well, there was nothing illegal about it. Squeaky clean it was.
Stand down, loud one. Engaged we were, my lord. And it was I who played the dealer.
May I remind the court that this trial is concerned only with the murder of Ronald Adair. The issue of the witness's gambling habits shall be resolved separately.
Does it have to be resolved at all? Who cares about that?
I do.
Setting the matter aside, let's hear your testimonies. What happened that night at the defendant's abode?
Damn. There you go.
His hair kind of looks like a spirit from, fucking Ghost Trick.
Oh, yeah, no,
Ghost Trick.
no,
He's
Yeah.
got that
He looks
ghost
like
hair.
he looks like a fucking Meet the Robinsons character.
He does. He does.
He's
He
like,
really, the smooth face really like.
that's what I'm
makes
saying. The smoothness makes it. Pete.
The doc invited some posh lads to his gaff, so I brought the boyos over in my ferry boat.
That's right, young one. 3 guests were invited in
Stop calling
all.
me
Young one.
Young blood.
Yeah.
Young blood. That's my rapper name. That's like... oh, fuck.
I leave it to you.
Blood's gonna be crippin' after I'm done with him.
3 guests were invited in all, the big one to my right included. I escorted the 4 gents to a rather dusty room, and we seated ourselves for a battle of cards.
Yeah, we played a few rounds, then suddenly the doc stood up and shot Ronnie bloke in the head dead. 'Twas a clean shot to the forehead, pretty impressive. I remember the grizzly sight well.
Oh my god, you've got to hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on.
So invite
He's
guests to your
Mikitoba.
house,
Yeah.
only to commit murder.
Oh, that's Gregson's thing.
Is it? I thought Mikitoba had that.
No, Gregson has the side angle where he pulls his hat down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Gregson.
To invite guests to your house, only
Yeah.
to commit murder before their eyes. You would expect a doctor to have some hospitality.
I miss Fish Deep Throat.
We all do.
Yeah.
He may have no sense of hospitality, but our killer has no sense of subtlety either.
Roasted everyone.
Yep, couldn't have been more obvious.
I saw it too. I wasn't gonna say anything. Oh. Flathead.
Not a moment later, I grabbed the bloke and we chucked him into my boat.
He reminds
Yeah.
me of Bruce.
Fair.
Bruce is loose.
Yes, indeed. We personally escorted the master to the authorities and informed them of what we knew.
When you witness a murder, you do your civic duty and you report the mug to the police. I'll have that pearl of wisdom passed down my bloodlines for generations.
So that's gonna
So
come
as you
up
can
later.
You
There is no
one of
mystery
the
here.
ancestors will be
Yep. Well, not ends. Descendants.
Called to the court.
It's like, I didn't report the body. Why?
This was why? What? Did you learn nothing?
The culprit's identity could not be more obvious. It was me.
I was hungry. AJ.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot British lady. Ah!
And what a terrible shame it is.
What the fuck? I turned into Jason Statham.
What a terrible shame it is. Always love for a good mystery. Guilty.
Looks like I'll be home in good time after all. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. He just wants to leave.
Yeah.
Guilty, my lord. That dog's guilty as can be.
Waste him. Order! The jury's decision shall be recorded post-haste.
I don't believe this! I haven't even questioned the witnesses yet, and already half the jury's against me.
Can you imagine like just being in a courtroom back in the day, and you just sit there? It's like, okay, maybe my lawyers, maybe you're gonna make a good argument, and before any of that happens, it's just guilty, guilty, guilty. And like, what the fuck, bro?
Yo, let hear him out.
I might as well have just ran away.
Maybe I will kill
Especially
someone.
since one of the guy's reasoning was, I fucking hate that guy. Guilty.
I hate that fucker. Like, he's just allowing that. Okay, cool.
Don't lose hope this early on, Mr. Naruto. Remember, I got the Glock.
They have to allow me at least one cross-examination. Don't worry. I'm ready for this, Mr. Sato. I'll question them as thoroughly as I can, and somehow turn this case around in our favor.
Don't forget to pay attention to each of the witnesses at all times.
Hang
All
on.
time. Hang on. Even when they remain silent, check them. Show them their place.
Excuse me. If Mr. thinks he can break me down that early... Never mind, I quit.
It's over. Dump it.
That easily he's in for a surprise. Because whether I'm in a suit, or my student uniform, or my pajamas, I'm still the great ace attorney!
He said it. He said it.
He said
Roll
the thing.
credits.
Why do we say that? Look at his eyes, Jesus.
Look at this Zelda CGI, the CDI fucking
Yeah.
Richard.
He does.
Richer.
I always remember that werewolf that just howls and then like dissipates completely.
Oh,
He
God,
just gets
wait.
vaporized.
I forget how to do the thing to trigger
You
the...
need to unlock it first.
Oh, okay.
So I think you just treat it like normal.
Oh, I have to press first, is what I have to do.
Yeah, and then Susano's gonna teach you how to hang on.
Right, okay. I'm just gonna go through. What am I supposed to do?
You gave up.
You forgot to do this? Oh my... If you ask the right questions, you should uncover something important. Please.
I like how they set up this case. Like I've been doing good work in Japan for years, and like he comes back and he's in his pajamas and he's forgotten how to like press.
His gaff? I'm so sorry, but what does that mean?
I meant his house or his abode or whatever you fancy lawyers say it.
Is something wrong?
Man, Sigma, do you think it's bedtime? What are you doing in your jammies?
How haven't you noticed until now?
As I said before, the doctor lives on a quaint island in the middle of the sea. Monsieur Pete here is the seaman who ferries him between there and the mainland.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
I've been doing it for 20 years, I have. Won't be quitting anytime soon.
I'm assuming as good as they come.
Oh. I have a riddle for you.
Could you clarify who these three guests were? Yes, of course, Sleepy One. I regret to inform you there are no surprises. First was the departed Ronald Adair. We've been informed he was a banker. I've been informed, whatever, it doesn't matter. Along with him was the milliner, Harold Hardy. Harry Hatsworth, as you may know him. And finally, there was the beefy one you see by my side. He is a lifelong acquaintance of my master, so he tagged along to complete our four-man game. Was that to your enlightenment, young one? That was perfect! Thank you, old one.
Damn.
So there weren't any... What the fuck, man? Dude, I'm like 30.
You're 30. You are not 30.
Who are you lying to? Because they ain't gonna be to me.
Never mind, fuck. 67. 30.
Oh my god.
He's
He looks good. He looks
He
good.
doesn't look that old.
He's got the monk haircut. Jungle has this.
He does.
44. 39.
He's got the jungle cut.
What the fuck is this guy doing with, like... I mean, like, he's just... But, like, what does Harold Hardy have to do with fucking
He
a
gets his Harold
doctor?
Hardy.
Yeah. Harold head.
Yeah, he needs to cover his bald-ass head. That's...
That's what you thought you were talking about.
Yeah. Because there weren't any other guests there that day. There aren't many suspects at this time. How exactly were the five of you arranged during the game? Our seating arrangements, you ask? Yes, I have faith in my memory on the matter. I vividly recall being positioned between the large one and my master. I also recall the large one being positioned to the right of the late Adair. I caught him stealing a peep at the departed one's hands, you see.
I was not peeping. I was stretching my neck.
There are only 4 chairs here in the diagram. Scene diagram. Were you not seated yourself? Oh no, our furnishing is for our honored guests, not for a lowly one such as I. But now that you bring it up, young one, perhaps I could mark our positions on that diagram you have. Nah, I'm good.
Nah.
That would be very helpful of you. Understood. If you would give me one moment.
You wish.
Well, that's a problem. Thank you for waiting, patient one. As you can see, the master and the departed were the ones seated opposite each other, while the hatted one and the cheating one was sat on either side of them. Oh, no, it's not. I was thinking a deer.
Yeah.
That's,
What is the red X for?
Bullet.
That's
Where the bullet
where the
landed.
bullet landed.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot how to defend this thing. I'm gonna be real.
Thank you very much, witness. I trust these placements are accurate.
No.
I have no doubt. I am what you might call a retentive one. if I do say so myself.
Who are you?
No, get out of here.
I know. Lieutenant!
You have my word. There are no errors in this diagram. For now, I want
Why
to
didn't we
press
hang
it.
on that guy?
I want to
Hang
press everything
on.
first,
The juicy bonus.
and then we hang on. What could have compelled him to do that?
What compelled him? You lawyers and your fancy words.
Compelled?
Gambling is a sport that brings about the worst in people. What further motive could you ask for?
Ah, you mean why he went and did it? I get you. Well, in that case, I think the dapper gent hit the nail on the head because he was losing the game. I'll tell you what, I was ready to put my fist up myself.
Goodness, Mr. Murray is not the type of man I'd ever want to get into a fight with.
Really? I bet you could handle him perfectly fine.
I know, it's for his
Nah, I'd
safety.
win.
It's for his safety. Don't gas me up.
Was there anything else you noticed about the body? We don't exactly have an autopsy report, so anything can help.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. I remember the location of the wound and not much more.
So, in reality, you don't remember that grisly scene all that well. Just the grisly part. Oh, what am I supposed to do?
Solve the case.
Case solver.
Solve the mystery, kids.
Hang on.
Oh, this is a new one. Can you confirm that the placements are accurate? I have no doubt. I want to kill you. Was there something you wanted to add, Mr. Murray?
The fuck do I want?
Oh, but mate, well, actually, there's one little thing I wanted to get off my chest.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, a retentive one? That's a load of hooey. And that's because I was not cheating that night.
Can you please let that go and focus on the trial? I like that they're, like, specific to the...
Yeah, like they're the unique based on like what's actually being said there. It's cool.
Is that right? Mr. Hardy, do you want to chime in? I noticed you were deep in thought over there.
The servant's memory is slightly off. That's not quite how I remember being seated that night.
Come again? The old gent sounded quite confident just a moment ago.
You could be confident and stupid.
Whoa.
Confident he may be, but there is still an error. I mean, you can observe that in the diagram's current state. I am seated nearest the door, yes? That is the issue. I trust my recollection of that night's events. I was actually outside, and that
I was
recollection...
in the trees.
I was in the tree line, hunting for prey. And that recollection tells me I was seated nearest the window, not the door. The servant's memory is mostly accurate. I applaud him for that. The player simply must be rotated by 90 degrees, do you see?
Begging your pardon, Hatchet One, but there must be a mistake. I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
I
Blows off
don't-
my mind.
Sure.
I don't believe my memory's failing me when I say you were the one nearest to the door.
Yeah, Harry, you sure your memory's not playing tricks on you?
I'm the one with two eyes. How rude. I mean, what I said. I remember that night's events with utmost precision. And with respect, I would sooner trust my own memory than that of an elderly servant. Yeah, he's cooked.
If you so strongly believed so, privileged one.
August 13th, 2 p.m.
1902.
What?
1902, what year is it? I don't know what year it is.
1902.
Oh, okay, I had a good life. It was, I had a nice hat.
He's like, well, I lived a good life.
It was fun. I mean, I got better drip than you, so that's all that matters.
The hell was all that about?
I don't know, but I think the evidence is up to date now.
I
Damn
think I
it.
didn't like it.
Fine.
Yeah, anyway. Actually. Not this one. Er, 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 er. Where Ronnie's the dead guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Ronald would be the dead guy.
Ronald.
Yeah, so that's wrong.
Ah, you're kind of
Something's right.
Well, Mr.
Something's
William,
right.
Mr. Actually, is it this one? Because like I don't think it's this press.
Well,
It-
probably. I think what maybe Harry says. I think is.
Probably.
It was one of them Roger Rabbit, like, alive bullets. It curved.
Yeah.
The curved bullet theory.
It's either what Pete said or what Harry said, because both are. This, I think, probably this one.
Yeah, it wouldn't be what Harry says. It has to be this one.
Yeah, I
Let's
think it's
table
that one.
again. Yeah, we're cool. God, I forgot how fucking weak that objection is.
Objection!
He's a polite young lad.
He is a little too much. He should be screaming that. Like fucking, the Japanese go so like the Japanese objection is really good.
Yeah, he gives a good throaty one there.
But
I'm surprised I fucking remembered the note.
But I like the English
Yeah.
leaks a lot too.
the English Zeeks is really good. I think Ryunosuke in general is fine, like all around. Like he's real good. It's just that one line, like they just needed another take on it.
Yeah. I think that's that guy's first role.
Yeah,
too,
I think
if
so
recall.
too. Yeah, if I remember.
So he's watching
when you
this
were talking
now.
about.
He's crying. Oh no.
No, honestly, if like I was in the booth and they took that take out of all of them, I would have been like, huh?
I'm like, I'm about to fry
Yeah, what if
you.
there's a take where you just fucking like just grab the mic and like death scream it? And then,
Yeah, not even like the word. He's
he
just
didn't
"Ah!"
even say the line. He just screamed like a fucking monster into the mic.
Hey, Owl, does this game have Great Ace Attorney spoilers? Probably. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes, it will. It will
It
have.
probably
Hang on.
will, yes.
But my counterpoint: are you ever gonna play it?
Yeah. Very good point.
It's been like 3 months. You haven't
It's
played
been
it
84 years.
More
before.
than 3 months.
Has it really?
I think it feels like.
It's, yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know exactly how long, but it feels longer than 3 months.
It's been enough time that we
How many witch
forgot.
lights has it been?
All of them.
Oh,
The defendant stood up and fired upon the victim. Are you sure about that, Mr. Murray? Like AJ with Signala spoilers.
hey,
Hey,
you're right.
hey,
Correct.
Hey, hey,
leave me
good
alone.
job pointing it out.
Leave her alone.
Leave me
Like
alone. No,
a prisoner
stop.
mask.
Peter.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about some.
Pete.
Wish it weren't so, but that's how it happened. Can't believe that man. That man.
Peter.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah. I'm just saying
Why
it's
are you
funny.
saying Peter with the same like cadence as Hamster?
Yeah, Peter.
Peter. Oh god. Well, maybe you should believe that, man, because it just doesn't add up. Take another look at the crime scene diagram and you'll see what I mean. Do you see how the defendant and the victim are positioned here? As you can see, the defendant is facing north of the room.
Yep. What's your point?
If the defendant shot the victim from this location, then the bullet should have been found here. But look at where the bullet was actually found. It was found on the west side of the room, nowhere near the north wall.
What? Will you look at that?
No way.
Mighty fine work, Harry. You mucked everything up. How am I responsible for this?
That's a strong objection.
There's no cause for theatrics, Monsieur no Hodo. That would probably be a softer H.
Oh, hold up.
The witness's
Oh.
testimony remains perfectly adequate.
What? Then how did the bullet lodge in the western wall of the room?
Simply.
It simply just did that. If you would be so kind enough to quieten down, I shall explain.
Stupid ass.
You fucking moron. The key to resolving this matter lies in the words of Monsieur Pete.
My words.
What me? What'd I do?
As we all recall, it was this rather intimidating fellow who described the moment of the gunshot. Now, Monsieur Naoto,
No,
did you not take note that your client had stood up at this time?
How would that change the bullet's position?
Simply.
He's got super long, double-jointed arms.
He's a
from
long-arm
the
tribe.
long-arm Yeah. Allow me to refer to the diagram as I make my point. Indeed, if the defendant simply stood up and fired immediately, he shot a gun to demonstrate.
He shot
it would
Reno's
most
game,
assuredly-
For example. That is all.
it would most assuredly be lodged somewhere in the northern wall. So let us say the gentleman was no longer at this seat the moment he fired the gun. Well, that's just confirmation bias. What, like, if it doesn't make sense, then it must have been different than we thought. Like, that's... I don't like that reasoning. Like, to say that, like, it must have happened somehow else is okay, but to be like, I know exactly how it happened, is
Yeah.
kind of bullshit. In truth, the defendant had moved to the northeastern area of the room and fired from there. The bullet would therefore lodge exactly where we found it. Why would he get up, walk across the room with a gun, and then shoot him?
Fellas, he's done it. That's exactly how it happened.
Oh my god.
We
Man
got
walked all
him.
the way over there and shot him right in the back of the head.
Why didn't you say that to begin with?
Must have completely slipped my mind.
Oh my god, it's like every fucking case.
So, what? That sounds good, based.
Guilty.
I forgot.
He's guilty, my judge.
Wait! Please don't be so hasty in casting judgment.
I agree
Too late.
with the defense. The prosecution's explanation appears to be rather problematic.
Yes, that's right. It's problematic. Or at least it might be. There's at least one thing I think we should verify before we accept this theory.
Yes, sir, now. Thought it sounded perfectly fine, but what do I know?
But what do I know?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. I thought you feel that way.
What's wrong with what would potentially contradict Mr. Hero's theory?
Why didn't any of the witnesses
judge is
mention this
sassy today.
beforehand?
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, alright? I thought you'd get it if I just said he stood up. Guess that weren't so clear after all. That's on me. I'll take the L for that.
That's not what I was trying to say that because fucking other guy said it was square in the forehead.
Is that all you
Okay.
found questionable? If so, I don't see any further reason to discuss this matter.
No, my lord, wait. There's a much bigger problem with the theory.
Is there now? Thought it sounded...
Think about the angle the bullet would have had to hit the wall from. If the prosecution's theory is the truth, it would have had to have entered the wall diagonally.
Well, that is very true, and the state of the bullet is something we have yet to hear. Prosecutor Hero, would you mind submitting the bullet to the court?
It would be my pleasure, but the council had best not get too optimistic.
Don't do that.
Now, I apologize if I did not make this clear
We
from the
lost the
outset.
bullet.
But when, precisely, did I say the bullet was lodged in the wall?
What do you mean? You've been saying that this entire time.
No, 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 good sir. I said it was found on the west side of the room, but not necessarily in the wall.
The judge isn't Hosonaga. Hosonaga is one of the jurors. You would know that if you've played the game.
If you played the game, you know the game
Beyond
has a
Chapter 2.
very fun jury system.
It is a very fun game. Play it. What I have here is the bullet in question. It was found approximately where I have marked it on the map. But it was not inside the wall. Rather, it was snugly lodged inside a rather dense tome. A book.
You mean it hit a book?
It did indeed. The tome was lying atop a set of drawers that night.
On top?
And the impact of the bullet had caused it to fall to the floor. I trust you understand what that means for the case?
A few things. One, it could have been moved. Two, on top of a drawer, which means, was it a drawer? I don't remember. It was on top of something, which means that the angle probably wouldn't have hit the book in that case. And three, it doesn't prove anything, and you still failed.
Well, not really. No, 'cause he's kind of making the point that it's impossible to prove trajectory with that. And that's the trajectory of the bullet isn't really what his case is built on, so it's not
That's
really
fair.
a downside to him.
Yeah.
He's just saying
But if
This
it-
is mainly something that Ryunosuke is raising a fuss about.
But if it was moved, that's not good for anybody.
No, winning. That's
It's
all
not
that
good
matters.
for me,
Oh,
it's
sure.
not good for you.
That's good.
I don't like this, man. It means the bullet's trajectory cannot be accurately determined.
That's kind of lame.
The lady is correct. So from where this bloodied bullet had been fired, I'm afraid we've only the witness's word to rely on.
I'm afraid.
Fine, whatever.
I'm not just afraid, I'm terrified.
Good.
I'm
Order!
afraid.
Order!
Small metal ball follower. Cool. Blood.
It's the glue.
There's a small blood stain on this little ball. 3 years ago, this would have been enough to make me feel sick to my stomach. But now I like to think I can remain calm around blood.
But now I thirst for it.
It's still icky though.
Now I desire blood.
Oh, thunder.
Well now, does that complicate... That does complicate things.
But it does not. But it does fail to cast any doubt on the defendant. No, that is not. That is enough for moi.
Kill that man.
No, wait! We can't decisively say the defendant shot him just because we don't know the bullet's trajectory. I mean, the bullet could have come from anywhere.
Like, where, Mr. Naruhodo? Where else could the victim have been shot from? And how would the shooter not have been
Oh.
noticed by anyone else in the room?
I want Hasanaga to go. Also, hi. How you doing?
How have you been?
Foreman, please, just give me another minute to think.
I'm sorry, Mr. Naruhodo, but not even you can stand in my way.
What?
What does that
What?
mean?
What? Hosonaga?
For your client, Andrew Styles is absolutely, without question,
Guilty.
Did he do it?
guilty.
Did Hasanaga sneak into this house and kill that guy?
Sorry.
The
I
juror's
have to do it.
decision has been duly recorded. And now all 6 jurors have come to an agreement.
But of course they have. It's only natural in an open and shut case such as this.
I'm still the stare. It's just I have to compete.
It's all because of your fantastic prosecuting, dearie.
I am. Come on.
Oh, thank you, mother. Huh?
Mother? That's a conflict of interest.
That's not fair.
Where's
No,
my
I-
mom?
The trial's only started. Why is this happening?
Don't lose hope. If I have to tell you this one more goddamn time,
Don't worry,
I
it's just for this
swear.
case.
fine.
You can't do this to me. You know how much I've sacrificed.
Stop
There we
being
go.
tired and fucking solve the case.
No.
Fine. Don't get paid, brokey.
Brokey.
Is that a slur for poor people?
Why not?
Why are you
made it
hanging
up.
around Van Zeke so much? Stop that.
I'm sorry.
What do you have to say about it, Brokey?
Okay.
He's
I
in-
prefer
he's
if
in
you
the
just called me
stands.
Nipponese.
Nip.
Alright, nipple boy.
You know what? You know what? Van Zeke was right about you. You're just a silly saddle goose.
Saddle goose.
I don't need the fucking summation examinations. Oh yeah, I can't believe I forgot. I can like do that. I can like do things.
You're cook, Mr. Narholo. I'm sorry.
Mr. Perk?
I had heard the rumors, but I can hardly believe there is truth to them. The summation examination is for cowards who refuse to accept defeat. Why won't
What?
you just lose, idiot? To invoke that age-old right is to admit one's lack of integrity.
I
Have you
killed-
not been here?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Killed the Chief Justice with that.
Sorry, yeah, no, we're not taking that shit here when your mom is on the jury and somebody looked at the man and said he's guilty. No. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you. Oh my god.
I'll kill your mom.
Jesus Christ.
You should kill yourself now.
Now.
I'm not here to fight for my
like
integrity. I'm here to
no
fight for my
purpose.
clients' lives. And by invoking this
fight
right,
you.
I've saved those innocent lives. Did those rumors forgo that part?
The prosecution's thoughts on the matter aside, the defense does still maintain this right. Members of the jury, are you ready to now justify your stance against the defendant?
I hate him.
Well, of course, my lord. I was aware the young lawyer would expect as much.
It's every time just. My, isn't this exciting? I do have faith in my reasoning.
I have faith.
Arthur.
Arthur.
Or.
Boss, stop wasting our time. Some of us have a family to get home to. Not me, but some of us.
I don't see my family.
I don't see any room for doubt. The three witnesses have backed each other up.
That is true. The banker was shot square in the forehead, and the guest saw Dr. Styles do it.
Oh.
It's my baby.
Those handy lands carried the man off right away, so there wasn't no time to play around with the evidence.
Oh, the boat guys saw the doc shoot him in the back of the head. Don't matter where the bullet ended up.
That doesn't lost his marbles ages ago. Clearly, his motive was certified in bloodlust.
My god, are you okay? A man's life is the one treasure that must never be stolen. I said that at the beginning. This doctor, he must be punished at once.
Just in case I forgot.
So, in summation, simply the only logical conclusion.
It's Jover.
In summation, you're done. Cooked.
You're cooked.
Why do we even take him to court? Just send him to prison right now. And why not throw his accomplice in jail too? He's just making up excuses.
The fuck?
Anything to get me out of here.
Don't be scared of him. I can take him.
Be terrified.
I know you
Be
can.
terrified. We have the gun.
No,
We're
can't,
just gonna
I can't.
shoot the juror.
Why not?
Just this once.
Holmes would do it.
No, he'd embarrass him. He'd
He'd
like
do it.
set up a Rube Goldberg machine to get that man like pantsed. in
Who's
the
Rube
courtroom.
Goldberg?
I like to imagine just every trial they go into, they just summon the Queen Victoria into the courthouse.
By the way, here's Queen Victoria. Can I get a pardon?
The parking ticket or some shit. Like if I
Oh, by the way, the queen's on our side. Good luck.
hologram Queen Victoria in at any time, like fucking just to watch. That'd be crazy.
The case may seem daunting, but you've pulled harder shit. Just do it. My God. Just keep
Yeah.
yourself alive.
Just like the old times. But that was years ago. Can I really pull this off again? Maybe I should ask Sato-san for a refresher. Fuck off.
If you ask me for a fucking refresher,
What the hell am I thinking? I already know what everything is. I don't give a shit. I just don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna... I don't care.
I'm gonna kill him. This is the last straw.
That's thuggin'.
That is like he's just straight up staring.
Hello, Mr. Hosanage. Now's not the time. Okay, I actually have to do the thing. Okay.
Kill him.
I think the second one it does.
I love-
Yeah.
I miss this music.
Great music.
Same here. What?
Yeah, I think you present the
Jury,
jury
here it is.
profile against each other.
You? Back that.
Jesus Christ. His face.
These two statements completely contradict each other.
are you pointing at me, young man?
Juror 2, you said just now that Dr. Stiles shot his victim in the forehead. Is that right?
Well, it wasn't much. It wasn't so much me that said it exactly. I'm merely echoing Mr. Hatsworth's statement. Chicken. Chicken?
Chicken?
What?
I'm assuming that was said affectionately.
Chicken?
No, like,
Yeah, fucking
probably agreeing
coward.
with Hercule.
You fucking coward.
Yeah, like, you're a
Bitch.
coward.
Yeah, fucking. Come over here, chicken. Like, who the fuck?
Come here, puppy.
Oh, yeah.
Puppy.
yeah.
No.
It's been a while, huh?
An ancient evil.
No,
Kept you waiting, huh?
capture.
Lord. I'm gonna get going, but I see CC starting to type. I'm gonna get going, but I'll play Greatest Journey on my own. I was hoping that I'd finish it with SNES, but there's no hope on that. Yeah, no, there's not.
Just play
You
it.
just gotta
play
do it. Yeah. Rip the band-aid off, do it. It's good. It's good shit.
Play by yourself. if you have to.
And juror number 4, you were the one who said that Mr. Adair was shot in the back of the head, weren't you?
Yeah.
She was.
That statement was made by Mr. Murray, I believe.
Exactly. One witness said the victim was shot in the forehead, while another said he was shot from behind. It's an unmistakable contradiction.
Dear me, you're absolutely. Oh my God, Susanoo!
Jesus, Mianowski looked ripped in that fucking shot.
Like, I'm gonna have
he
to pay
looks
attention to it
huge.
next time.
He looks like there's a stunt double there.
Hold on.
What do you say then, juror number 2? The prosecution's case hinges on its witness's testimony. That being the case, even the smallest inconsistency should be pursued at all costs.
My, isn't this intriguing?
Jesus fucking no, I'm looking at the. Hold on, I gotta put this in. This looks nuts. Looks like Faith.
What?
It's
You
a
know what she
video game.
looks like? I've been thinking
Oh
she
my
reminds me of
God.
something this whole time. She looks like Will from Lila.
Yeah, that is a
Lila.
bit uncanny. I see it.
You miss. I guess so.
Okay. That was what I want because Susana looks like a skinwalker in that.
Yeah. No, like
She
in
does.
Mianowski's like fucking shoulders look huge in that.
He's out here.
Runs in a family.
Yeah.
Good gracious. Anyway.
Perhaps there is a good mystery hidden here after all.
I thought you... White.
Well, yeah, if you say so.
Lazy ass.
We take those, though.
Yeah, we take those.
The jurors' decisions have been recorded. Now 4 vote guilty, whilst 2 vote not guilty.
I did it! That's 2 jurors on our side.
Oh, wonderful. Now we just need 2 more jurors. We need 2 more.
That might be tricky. I don't see any more. I have to press. I gotta
We'll have
press.
to force them.
Just
We have to
rip it
force
out of
them.
them.
We have to pull out the gun, Mianosuke.
God!
Awkward. I'm not gonna.
Mr. Hardo.
Hello, Hosonaga.
Hi.
Hello.
I thought I recognized you. Is that you, Hosonaga-san?
Yes, hello. Had some time, Attorney Naruhodo. Hope you're well. Sorry if you were looking to make conversation. Now is hardly the time.
Are you still coughing up blood?
You
What
know,
was the deal with that?
you noticed.
I wasn't looking to reminisce. Although, I couldn't help but notice your, interesting attire.
I robbed it.
Who are you to comment on one's fashion sense?
He's got a point.
If you must know, I bought this fine garment at a nearby boutique. It was all to look the part in a British courtroom. For you see, when I'm summoned to jury duty, I carry out my task to absolute perfection.
Yeah, wait, hold on. He's not a British citizen.
What about fucking
doesn't matter.
Bolshevik?
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah,
Crystal
that's it.
Palace? I understand that, but isn't that garment a little feminine?
So what if it is? Does it not rest over my skin all the same?
Base?
Okay.
If I must disregard society's expectations of me as a man, I disregard them I shall.
He
Hell
does look
yeah.
surprisingly good in it, I'll give him that.
Cross-dressing Hasunaga.
Who's gonna stop him?
We fucking love that.
Duh.
Okay, so we get nothing out of Hosonaga.
Yeah, I think he's pretty.
His contradiction was, yeah, I'm in drag, so what?
No, I can't wait
Objection!
to...
That's wrong. That goes against God, Tosanaka.
Yeah, I can't wait until someone
What?
like plays it and they're gonna go, no!
Just punch a hole through the monitor.
Not Hosonaga!
That is usually the case for these juries. Usually the foreman is usually the like hardest to like shake.
Crack, yeah.
Yeah, crack.
Perhaps, wait, maybe the defendant couldn't, but what if someone else tampered with the crime scene?
And who the blazes could have done that?
Good question. Maybe it was one of the witnesses.
Yeah, any of the 3 people in that room? Nah, no way. Those lads stuck together. Oh, that sneeze hurt.
Oh!
They'd have told us if they didn't, wouldn't they? They wouldn't lie to us.
Maybe, maybe not. I never really asked.
Well, that's your bloomin' fault, isn't it?
I can't argue with that.
That's me!
Bloodlust! Lost his marbles? Just where did you get that from?
Don't look at me, that's just what people have been saying!
I just got a channel warning? What?
Channel warning.
You know, I set him a channel warning because this fucking thing he said.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, as long as we know. Don't look at me. That's you.
Don't look at me, yeah. I don't voice this person.
The fuck's happening to my dialogue? Okay, there you go. You must have heard the rumors, haven't you?
Well, he mentioned this at the start of the trial, did he not? It's delusional.
He did, and the judge seemed to know what he was talking about. I'm sorry, juror number 5. I've been in Japan for the last couple years. Not really up to date on London gossip.
Ha! You're alone on that front, buddy. Who hasn't heard the stories of the murderous doctor? Oh, just both my characters. Oh no, I don't often indulge in such vulgar hearsay.
Yep, don't have the faintest idea what you're yapping about. I only entered this country recently, so I am too in the dark.
God damn it! I made it up. Oh.
Shit, I didn't expect they were
I
to call
just
me
don't
out.
like him.
I didn't
Oh, well,
like
sit down, bunnies. It's time for your bedtime story.
Sit down, puppy.
You shut the fuck up.
Heel.
I need to stop talking.
Yours.
Sorry, I was popping something. You see, the life of Ronald Adair wasn't the only one Dr. Styles has taken. Nah, he's been killing people left and right for the last 2 years.
It's like the Ace Attorney streams never left. Exactly. Wait.
Do they think he's Jack the Ripper or something? What's going on?
He does.
Wait, the last 2 years? Don't tell me you mean...
Heard of it after all. You thought you must have. Are you talking about who I think you're talking about? He's been at large all this time, but nobody's ever put a face to him. And that's because wherever he goes, he wears on his play face.
He wears a face.
Yeah.
His face, the mask of the plague. That's why we only know him as the Doctor. He first turned up 2 years ago at the turn of winter.
Is he about to bust? Fucking let him go already. Jesus.
His motives, no one lives to know, but his targets all have one thing in common: they get murdered.
Them always they kill people.
They had all come down with a certain illness, a rare disease known as Cantosia.
Cantosia?
Yeah, sure. That's how
Who's
you
giving
want
him
to say it.
fucking bum ass felonious head underneath the juror's bench?
And it's not just any illness. It's not just any illness. It's an incurable one with no known cure.
That's what incurable
That's-
means.
yeah.
No cure can be cured when it's incurable.
They got a cross evade working, or cross dissolve working in
Yeah,
pyrite. That's
Pirate?
insane.
Yeah.
crazy. I'm crazy with it. But when you're infected, a peaceful death with your loved ones around you is the best you can hope for. Because the moment you contract that disease, you've been marked by the doctor. And then one day, with
If you were a loved one.
oh god, his eyes changed. And then one day, without explanation, you might simply disappear without explanation.
They disappear. Is that why you think the victim was another one of his targets? Because the corpse vanished?
Yeah. I'd say so. That's it. I think he did it. Besides, fact remains that Dr. Styles was always at the top of the suspect list because he's suspicious.
It was
Why
a
is
hairline.
that?
That's right. Well, first, he's an actual doctor. Very suspicious. The fucking. Secondly, most of it, if not all of the doctor's targets, were patients of Dr. Styles.
All of them?
So good.
That is awfully suspicious, actually.
For the longest time, not a single person's found out what happened about those poor sods. And then Long Neck McGee did
Woody.
Woody Allen. But if this case tells us anything, it's that he's just been killing them all along. But that's all speculation. Point is, oh, the plosive, sorry. There's a madman running around snatching up dying people. So remember, kiddies, eat up all your greens or you'll die.
And I thought the dentist was scary.
So in short, you believe it was Dr. Stiles who made the victim's corpse disappear?
Yep. It's all part of the doctor's MO. Killing people.
Naruto, did you hear that?
I did. Listening to that campfire story was worth it in the end. Juror number 5, could you amend your statement to include what you just said?
Sure, fuck, man. Do I have to say it again?
No, just the last statement's enough.
Okay, thanks.
Actually? Why would he do that with so many witnesses watching him?
Almost stupid. Who's to say? Maybe he wanted to do his doctor business on them too, before they grabbed him. In front of a poker game?
Oh, it's
I
time.
think today's the time. Right now's the time.
Honestly, how does he not see the contradiction in his own words? My God.
I think most would rather you didn't steal any treasure at all. Just a basic moral lesson.
Oh, of course. Désolé, monsieur. I did not mean to condone the act of larceny. Except I did, because I'm a thief.
Just a little bit.
But to steal one's life, that is far a more heinous crime than to strip the rich of their valuables, no?
Why did you bring up theft in the first place, anyway? What does that have to do with our case?
It's okay if I do it.
It's okay.
I'm cool.
That is pretty much the argument made in the books. It's cool when he does it.
It's okay when you...
You're doing well so far, Mr. Naruto. All you need now is 2 more jurors, and they'll consider you.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna
I've been
kill him.
waiting. Like, my goodness.
I'm gonna kill him.
Hurry up.
Ooh, kill him.
If I knew you were gonna take this long, I wouldn't have
Kill
got
him.
you the job.
Ooh, kill him.
Ooh, kill him!
I think it's that guy and the dad, dude.
Senior lads carried the men off right away, so there wasn't any time to play around with you. Yeah, because you couldn't play around with the evidence, but actually you could move the body.
Well, how did he make the body?
You're both stupid.
What?
What are you looking at me for?
Yeah, what do you want?
That was a haunting story you told us, juror number 5, but I don't doubt any of it. But as to whether or not it was Dr. Stiles who disposed of the body, it's just impossible.
Who are you to question me, pajama boy? The corpse really did disappear, remember?
Yeah, that part's apparent enough. But didn't you just hear juror number 3? After the gunshot went off, my client was immediately subdued by the witnesses. Meaning, Dr. Stiles never had an opportunity to even touch the victim's corpse.
What in the... You're right! How'd he do it then? How'd he do it?
Queso?
Yeah, he started the fucking juror number 3, it's queso.
In this juror from every single...
Oh my god.
Ban this lawyer in every single courtroom.
Ban this Nipponese from every single...
That's exactly my point.
Get him out!
The defendant could not have done what you're accusing him of.
Then who the devil did it? What the man?
That, I don't know. For all we know, it could have been anyone else in the house that night. The point is, after the witnesses left that room, someone else came in and tampered with it.
No!
Oh no, you're not dragging this trial out any longer, you hear?
Do you have a complaint, juror number 3?
You're darn right I do. You've been going on and on about how someone got rid of the body. But what's the point of that? Why'd they get rid of it anyway?
Why would they get rid of it? Are you listening, dumbass?
I don't give a toss about your Dr. Boogeyman. I want to hear a real reason for it.
Don't worry, juror number 3, because I think there's a much more plausible reason the body was disposed of.
Well, don't leave us hanging, Counsel. Who's being covered up by hiding the victim's corpse?
But
Cause of death.
trajectory or the cause of death. It couldn't possibly be the cause of death, though, 'cause, I mean, I guess it could.
That'd be the only thing they could really check for.
Yeah. I mean, bullet trajectory as well, because you could see where the bullet entered his brain.
That is true, but I feel more so cause of death would
I'm
be like
just
the
gonna-
main thing.
I'm just gonna, like...
We got health. It's
Ah!
fine. We have health. Stop fucking with it.
No, Judge is doing a little dance.
Judge! Please!
I didn't know I had that ability. Hold on.
The world.
Save gaming. Did that work? Hold on. Save game. It didn't pop up that there was a save here. Anyway, cause of death. Nope, you're wrong, Carlos.
Hold on. It's pyrite. It might give it a second.
Maybe the culprit was trying to hide the fact the victim was shot in the head.
What purpose would that serve?
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out if we continue.
Carlos?
You whore. Ah, you bastard. I have to take it. It's your fault, Carlos.
Yeah, it's fine. We take a little damage. That's fine.
It's all part of the.
And I was right.
It's all about the hustle.
What hustle?
Listen, all this told me is that you like to resolve. Trust yourself.
Sorry that this is
do
a
it, Mr.
community
JT.
gaming event.
You're the one with the gun. You choose who to shoot.
All right, Carlos, line up then.
All right.
All
That is
three of
your
us
out?
line up. Is that your
All
sit-
three of us. The fuck I do? I'm not going nowhere.
You're here too.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
I don't know
No,
who
dude.
removed the corpse from the crime scene, but I can only think of one function doing so would serve. And that was to confuse us over the trajectory of the bullet. Collective punishment.
Yeah, right.
The bullet's trajectory? Now that you mention it, that would make a degree of sense. There's already been confusion over whether the victim was shot from the front or behind.
Yeah, and that's not all. Because if the body was disposed of for this reason, there's a high chance a certain piece of evidence was tampered with it. In addition. Evidence. Would the bullet work here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take class.
The bullet that took the victim's life!
As we all know, the bullet was found lodged inside of a heavy book. The investigators at the scene found said book on the west side of the room. But is that really where the bullet ended up after it pierced the victim? Carlos got a single question wrong, so every co-host is getting hanged.
Yeah. It's the rules. We signed on it.
I didn't say nothing. You're liars.
If somebody tampered with the scene, the validity of this evidence should be called into question.
An order!
You've done it, Naruto. You've lied.
What?
Well, fiddlesticks! You got me. I can look evil. I'll hear you out this time.
The jury is now evenly split. If just one more alters this verdict, I will have no choice but to prolong the trial.
Hold it. No.
You can't interrupt.
No.
What is it, Prosecutor Haro? You may not be aware, but input from the prosecution is forbidden during the summation examination.
No.
Pardon the disrespect, my lord, but I do not care for this procedure or its guidelines.
I don't
Oh,
care what
okay,
you
well-
care about.
Well,
I don't give a shit, Your Honor. You, the youth who lives under Herlock Jones. You live above him, but whatever. It is your suggestion, is it not, that there was another person in the house that night?
Huh? Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying.
jawline.
And was that person? And it was that person who must have tampered with the crime scene.
Oh,
Oh.
a bitch.
Ah.
It would prefer your client has left you ill-informed. For you see, according to those we have questioned, there was but one extra person at the house that night. And it was Dr. Stiles' 10-year-old daughter.
Nah, she did.
A child?
She was a child.
Are you absolutely certain nobody else was at the house that night? Maybe someone was there in secret.
Spare me your wild theories. The house is on an island in the middle of the sea.
Then how
It's
are
not
there
like
trees?
anyone was a sailor with a boat
That's
who
the
could have
island.
brought someone on.
Yeah, it's on an island.
Oh, island. I thought it was a rig for some reason.
You know, like a fucking the oil rig.
Yeah.
Like fucking outer
I was like,
Athens.
how the fuck is there trees? Yeah. Okay.
Why are you? What's this bit?
Work to keep the dark from coming. Strong, united,
That's,
working till we fall.
Oh, that
That's
one.
from
Yeah, I
Warframe.
know that song, but where's that from?
Warframe.
Good morning, USA.
Yeah.
It would require some formidable evidence to prove there was an interloper in their midst. So by all means, monsieur, if it is your wish to accuse the little lady as an accomplice, I shan't stop you. Looks like evil Mario.
Fucking car.
We shall see how many jurors remain by your side.
I don't think you want to do that, Naruto.
I'll be for real.
You're right. I'm not going to accuse her, and I don't have to.
Nice.
Because there's one option left for us to take. Prosecutor is right. That little girl has nothing to do with this murder. But it's still an undeniable fact that somebody tampered with the scene after the witnesses left. If nobody else was there in the house, that only leaves the 3 witnesses as the remaining suspects.
Oh, he's so fucking huge.
Yeah. It's grown.
Juror 3, I urge you not to listen. Monsieur Naruto has a shred of evidence against the witnesses, and he knows that well.
Hey, number 3, check this out.
You don't have
Watch
to
this
tell me
clip.
twice, prosecutor. I'm not budging an inch.
Prosecutor, juror number 3, look under your bench. Look under your chair. Yeah, do you see that? The keys to a new Kia Supreme?
Oh my god, you did it.
God.
Naruto, you did it.
Actually, everyone in the audience, look under your seat.
No! Judge, this is bribery!
The Oprah Winfrey prosecutor.
The Oprah Dinfrey.
Okay, that's fun and rumble.
I don't know how that could be done, but that's so funny. Oh, God.
You have to be completely black and white.
Uh,
Oprah Dinfrey.
Juror 3, please. There's a very high chance that...
Sorry, I was putting in the channel. There's a very high chance that you're just gonna hold us up even longer. No, sir, my kids are waiting for me. I'm going straight home.
How can anyone be so stubborn?
Juror number 3, listen to yourself. How can you say that when a father's life is on the line?
Mr. Sato,
Dr. Stiles has a 10-year-old daughter, Juror 3. He has a child just like you. Can you imagine how she'd feel if her father couldn't be home with her on Christmas?
Stop it, Lassie. You're gonna make an old man cry.
No, you stop it. If the defendant is convicted now, do you have any idea how heartbroken she will be? Would you risk convicting a potentially innocent man?
How underhanded. Why? I lost my voice. Juror 3, do not listen to this blatant manipulation of your emotions. No, buzz off, prosecutor. This is too much for me. I can't do it. If I fed him to the dogs now, I could never face my own kids. It ain't right. I'm voting the doctor not guilty. What in heaven's name?
That's it. That's the fourth juror to vote not guilty.
What are you standing at a gate for, Mr. Naruto? We've salvaged our case.
Why is it playing like the verdict music?
It's over.
Woohoo! We did it! Yippee!
Not enough. The summation examination has concluded in favor of the defense.
The prosecution has no chance to rebut.
And so, in accordance with the law, the prosecutor will be shot. I motion the trial to continue and the witness return to the stand.
I can't get over his fucking forearms. It's plainly so.
He's cussing, man.
Somehow we're still going strong.
The mere fact that I'm still standing here is appalling.
No, that's
You
later.
truly are a close friend of Sherlock Holmes, aren't you?
You fucking sick fuck.
Oh dear, that sounded less flattering than it should have.
You freak. You may prolong this trial however long you wish, but heed my words. The jury will align with me again. Witnesses, please retake the stand.
No.
Witnesses, I trust you are all listening attentively to the defense's argument. Sorry, my lord. Gotta nodded off to sleep.
During your earlier testimony, two of you gave conflicting statements about the victim's gunshot wound.
And not only that, but if these four men were alone in the house at the time, I leave the three witnesses as the only ones who could have disposed of the body.
Yes, and as such, we must request further testimony of you all. Respond to the accusations the defense has made against you.
Soldier boy, tell him.
Witness testimony.
I wasn't fibbing over nothing. Doctor wasn't at his seat when the fancy pants died.
The cause of the confusion would be me. I was not exactly present to the witness of the murder. Myself.
Yeah, the man of the house called a break after 10 rounds. That's when Harry stepped outside.
When the master opened fire on his guest, the strong one and I moved quickly and seized him.
I joined the two gentlemen as they carried him out of the house. Not a single moment passed wherein the three of us were not at each other's side thereafter. We're popping off on Apex.
What's this now? Mr. Harder, you were not present to witness the murder firsthand.
No. I can do not, but
I can do not. That's
Yeah.
right.
Can do naught but apologize.
I can do not but apologize. It was never my intention to deceive you all.
I'll accept your apology on this occasion only, cousin.
How do you like a ass today, Judge? Don't get it.
But what about the victim's corpse? If all of you were together, then how could it have vanished from the crime scene?
I don't know. It wasn't with us that made off with them. It's like we said, the old man helped me carry the killer out of the house.
That I did. I had both hands on his legs, and the large one took him by the arms.
And we ran into that hat maker when we went outside. You okay? It's filled with helium.
His arms
Yes, there's a gas leak in here.
We better get out.
Love is in the air? Wrong. Gas leak.
Yeah, not one of us went back there. No, sir, it wasn't with us.
As I said before, the defense has no evidence against any one of my witnesses. It has evidence against all three of them.
Like Lil Wayne once said, love is in the air, so I hold my breath till my face turns purple. Keep a few bad bitches in my circle. I walk light so I don't piss the ground off. She shucks the brown off, whatever line comes out.
That may be true, but there's still a strong possibility the witnesses are covering for each other.
That's true. So if I just prove their collective abilities to be fraudulent, their collective alibi to be fraudulent.
Oh my goodness. That will give us the basis we need to indict one of them.
That's nothing to me. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I know I can think of some ways to discredit them.
It ain't the first time.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Press. Is that why you think Mr. Adair was shot from behind?
What's going through? That was what was going through my noggin at the time. There was blood coming out of his forehead, though.
What kind of
That's
blood?
only natural. We have reason to believe the bullet pierced the victim's skull.
For the sake of the argument, isn't it possible that he was shot from the front?
Well, maybe, but there wasn't nobody around in front of him, so who could have done it?
That's the biggest question out of all of them, isn't it? I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to worry a ghost killed him.
What the hell?
And why did you say that in your previous testimony?
Son, are you okay?
No, I'm tired.
To repent.
Oh.
To repeat what I said earlier, I can do not but apologize. I got my ass beat in the back for messing up the story. They only did gut shots. My two affiliates told me what had happened, and I simply thought it was best to strengthen their word. And with all due respect, I failed to see the damage I caused in doing so.
You might think that now, but I bet you'll see exactly what you've done when the trial ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would Mr. Hardy suddenly leave like that?
Well, because of me, apparently.
Because of you. Don't tell me you scared him out.
Oh, no. You see, I'm not so good at poker. Rules are so confusing. Well, that's why when we called that break, I was pretty miffed. And when I'm miffed, the only thing that can calm me down is some good old smokes.
There's no shit in the world I detest more than your breath.
Dip.
Dip. Never will. The very moment I saw him pull out those matches, I fears for my life.
Oh, what a fusspot. I find his concerns quite understandable, witness.
That's the moment that he became Heisenberg.
I'm Heisenberg. So is that the reason for his departure? Yep, he left his hat on the table and his cane by the seat and went out for some fresh air.
Wait, he left some items behind.
Oh, sure did. Wanted to try his hat on, but I don't think it fit.
Interesting.
You're despicable.
Despicable.
Suffering fuckatash.
Mr.
Why is there
Naruto.
blood under the table?
Someone moved the table.
Weird.
He was shitting blood.
He got shot, it went right out his ass.
Yeah, he shot him. Ah!
It's called what? It's liquid displacement.
Called liquid ass.
I sure hope it's not.
I haven't seen the crime scene until now. What the fuck happened? Guy got shot in the head, apparently.
The victim explode. That's what we're wondering because they didn't find a body. So
The body's not there.
Why were you so quick
The
to
victim did just explode.
apprehend my client? I don't mean to sound accusatory, but wouldn't Mr. Pete be just as likely a suspect?
Go away! Go away! Go away out of that! I couldn't even use a blowgun!
Settle down, Mad One. I knew with great confidence that you were not the gunman. And that is because
I did it.
I set upon him from the moment we initiated our respite. Why? Were you, like, suspicious of him? Oh, no, 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 not at all.
It's a small room, and Monsieur Pete is a rather large man.
Yes, very large.
the games.
An even larger man.
Big
For
Macs
him to
bigger
remain... for him to remain in Monsieur Moran's line of vision is to be expected, no?
I suppose so. Whatever his reason, it does appear the servant can attest to Mr. Murray's innocence. Dr. Stiles is a big lug himself, so the old man and I worked together to take him down. Grabbed him under the arms, and the servant took him by the legs. That's what we call teamwork.
Hang on.
Do you mean you were still outside by the time they came outside? What's the prosecutor's first name? Percule?
Hercule.
Hercules.
Alright.
Is it Hercule? It is, yeah.
That I was. I heard the gunfire just fine. But I'm ashamed to admit it. But I was overcome with fright.
So you didn't check what happened because you were scared?
Motherfucker, someone shot. And then,
Brother.
like, damn. I know I look good, but, like, I could get scared. In such circumstances, the two natural reactions are to investigate or to flee.
Yeah, same. On the jury. Yeah, Agatha Christie's there too.
I merely selected the latter.
And he's also...
and
she's
Arsène
Percule's... Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also Percule's mom.
Yeah.
Percule's mom.
Thank you, mother.
The fuck? Billy!
Really?
Sometimes I cry,
Sorry,
right?
I yawned.
You're good.
But doesn't that mean that none of you could return to the crime scene unnoticed?
Yes.
And it also means none of you could have disposed of the corpse.
See,
Then how did the corpse disappear?
that I do not know. And as such, I shall not testify on that matter.
That's smart.
If one of these witnesses really went back to the crime scene, it's clear they won't admit to it easily. If you want to suggest one of them did so, you will need a firm reason to believe it.
You certainly will, counsel, so please make your stance clear.
Do it now!
Is it your belief that one of these witnesses, contrary to their word, returned to the crime scene?
Oh no, I don't think so. Weirdly
No,
enough.
we got something.
Did we? What did we get?
We know one of them must have.
Oh yeah, because he needed his shit. Right.
Neither the shit.
Yeah, he needed his hat and his cane.
No,
My lord, the
I heard
defense is prepared to make an accusation.
Oh, I presume you mean to accuse the killer of Ronald Adair?
Whether or not he pulled the trigger, I have no fucking clue.
Calm down, Your Honor.
But there is a reason to believe this person went back to the poker room.
39, damn.
He's looking good.
Mr. Hatsworth, the owner of Hatsworth Heavenly Hat Hall?
Fucking Scooby Doo. That
Yep.
was
Doug Dibadome, the home of the Dimsdale Dibadome?
I hope you have a good explanation for this, Monsieur Naruto.
I have a very good explanation for this, Mr. Horo. I don't remember what it is.
Why'd you say it like that?
Damn, you don't want to be mean.
I was hoping to come up with a contradiction as I was saying it.
Damn.
I did not.
I didn't.
I did not. I'm sorry.
Hold it!
When was that from? I remember that one being really funny.
That's right. It's from like the first game. It's with Edgeworth. I think it was like case 3. And he's like, objection, Your Honor. And
The third case in the first game.
yeah, Turnabout Samurai.
Yeah.
It's like, objection, Your Honor. It's like, what is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Nothing. I was just really hoping to come up with a contradiction by the time that I had finished saying it. It's like, oh, well, refrain from doing that again. Anyway, as we continue, objection. It's like, I got it.
I got him, Your Honor. We're cooked.
Cook it tonight,
Just
Your
think
Honor.
back to what Mr. Murray said in his testimony.
Yep, he left his hat. Oh, okay. So I get to speak in the flashback.
Damn.
Sorry.
Dude.
Go ahead.
Damn.
No. You ruined the moment.
Ugh.
Oh,
What do you have to say for yourself, a witness? Mr. Murray said you left your hat in the room, but you're still wearing it right now.
No, you're making a mistake.
And there's the cane.
Ugh.
Rada.
order! Mr. Hardy, I'm sorry to say this, but the defense's words ring true. There does appear to be a hat on your head at the moment.
Damn, you're right. I didn't see it.
Jesus.
No, yes, it's a different hat. I bought it for this very occasion.
That won't help you, Mr. Hardy. Even if that is a new hat, you still retrieve the one you left behind at the crime scene. Because guess what? It's not in this picture!
Look at
Mr.
it.
said you left your hat on the table, but I don't see it anywhere in the photograph.
Damn.
Is that Volant's pose? I think so. Or it could be, fucking, what's his name? Eggert. I don't remember what his actual name is.
Yeah. Well, it seems like Hattie's mainly after Egger and Gregson, it looks like, from what I'm
Yeah.
seeing.
Mhm.
Oh, no, not, or Fair Play, I mean.
It does look like the sprite for Volant, but I don't think it's Volant. It could be.
I think it might be, I think it's Fair Plays.
Does Fairplay also have a cane?
Yeah, he just like, he like chews into it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I'm a maniac.
Mug Maniac.
Evan.
I forgot I muted to get water. I said the line already. Even if the witness did recover his possessions, oh, fuck. That does not necessarily mean he himself set out to retrieve them.
What do you mean by that?
Why don't you put your little gray cells to use?
No.
One of the witnesses may have brought them to him. No, I would call that basic courtesy.
That didn't happen, and the witnesses themselves made that all too clear.
Erp.
It's like we said, the old man helped me carry the killer out of the house.
Yes, that I did. I had both hands on his legs, and the large one took him by the arms.
That dude's
I
fucking
ate his
creepy.
liver with some
Chianti.
fava beans and a nice
Yeah, you-
Chianti.
Fava beans? What the hell are you talking about, fava?
Can we just get
I
arrested
can't count that
for
high.
Faba? Beans.
We ran to the hat maker. Fuck. We went to the hat maker. We went outside. Not one of us went back there. Not sir, wasn't us.
Nope, nope, nope.
Mr. Justice,
Who?
you can't escape me in alternate universes.
The fuck? Grow up.
We
The name is.
Lila.
didn't go and say that, didn't we?
Still, they did not need their hands free to bring me my belongings. Yes, I do recall the servant wearing my hat as he brought the villain outside.
Got your cane, dipshit.
It's in my ass.
Was Mr. Morgan balancing that on his head too, huh?
Curse you!
Fucking
Eh,
idiot.
Order! Order! Witnesses, I demand an explanation. Did you all try to hide the fact that the man paid a crime scene a visit? You should call us, boyo. Hook, line, and sinker. But if you think that means our good old pal Harry's got rid of the body, or got rid of the body, you out of luck. He didn't ride the
he's
body.
doing what to the body?
he's fucking the body.
is there?
The large one was waiting for our well-off friend in the hall, young one. If he had so much as carried the corpse down the stairs, he would most surely have been noticed.
Yup, you said it. As my old grandpapa once said. When you see someone carrying a dead body, scream for help at the top of your lungs.
Help!
Unless it's a funeral, that'd be rude.
What? Anyway, maybe there was another way that Mr. Hardy could have gotten rid of the body.
But what might that method be?
Defenestration!
Penetration.
I spoke out a little too fast. Pretty sure this works though. Mr. Hardy used this to remove the corpse from the crime scene. He defenestrated!
He just fucking chucked that shit.
The wide open window.
Dr. Styles' home is,
As you might recall.
built on an island. That means disposing of the corpse was as simple as throwing it out the window and into the sea.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Actually, no, because, forest.
Actually? Gamer?
Are you under the impression that the window is positioned directly above the ocean?
Because it's not.
You are quite mistaken if so. Please refer to the diagram, which was drawn up by yours truly. Look at these gorgeous trees.
Yeah,
My trees. This is battle map.
yeah.
Now, it's your turn. Defense? What initiative did you roll?
I rolled a 13. Instead of trying to continue combat, can I try and persuade the jury to, like,
Not
get on
guilty.
my side?
No, Rock's fault.
No.
Whoa.
If the corpse was merely defenestrated, it would have been found among the trees outside.
The fucking judge would be like, witchcraft!
If you got playing D&D in the court.
Right. Well, that means Mr. Hardy must have jumped out the window too. And then all he needed to do was throw the body off a cliff.
What the fuck?
Then why'd I see him come back down the stairs?
Because he didn't, like, nosedive out the window.
He's-
Like,
no,
why
he
is
full-
that?
He full sent it.
The swanton bomb.
Superb question, Monsieur Pete. If the witness had left from the first floor in addition, he would have had quite a difficult time climbing back up to the first floor, no? It was possible. There's a ladder in that room.
No, Percule Hero, it would not have been difficult at all. If you take a close look at the crime scene, reaching the first floor again would pose no challenge at all.
Is this at all allowed? Stop him, my lord.
He
Stop!
had the Mitch set up? You mean the fucking, what's his name?
The Hajime.
Hajime.
Fucking,
Yeah.
he jumped out.
He practiced the murder 8 times.
in someone else's house. So he shot someone in the head 8 times and then practiced killing.
He jumped out the window 8 times without without anything to break his fall.
But Your Honor, he's a hat maker.
Yeah, so he'd be perfect for this.
Silence! The court will of course hear the defense out.
This is what the witness could have used. You fucking...
Hear him out.
Look at what's leaning against the wall in the corner. I can't continue.
I gotta take a trip to the little boy's room.
Hello?
Hello?
Enter? Oh, I can hit enter. For whatever reason, my mouse wasn't working. Or well, I could click up here, but like I couldn't click the box.
Does the box work now?
I don't know. No. I couldn't save earlier. Uh-oh. I can hit enter to like move it though. Like, yeah, look, I try saving. Get okay. Now it saves. Last time it didn't.
A ladder of all the contrived.
Here, hold on. If I just like try reloading the game. Nope.
Of all the contrived.
As long as that was there, Mr. Hardy could have gotten, could have come and gone through that window as he pleased. Now I can use it though.
Ooh, good.
What do you have to say, Mr. Hardy? You were the only person we know of who could have had the chance to throw the body away, and doing so was something you were very well capable of.
Rada.
Order! Order! Mr. Hardy, tell me none of this is true.
Please.
None of it's true.
Harry, I'm so sorry. I did everything. I could have stopped this.
I give up. Be quiet, you oaf. I mean, that is to say.
Look at that. You've left him speechless.
He may be speechless, but I'm not.
Oh, will you shut up?
Prosecutor, whore.
Stop calling me that.
Oh.
Perhaps I overestimated the worth of this witness. By a notable margin, I will admit.
Sir, please, I have done nothing illegal. Gambling being an obvious aside.
This issue will have to be...
Sorry. This issue will have to be resolved at a separate time, monsieur, for the time being. We must focus on the matter at hand.
It is not entirely... Is this not entirely relevant to the trial?
It may be, but consider, monsieur, that even if our helpless witness did everything you suggest, it was quite impossible for him to have ended Ronald Adair's life.
Rada.
Oh shit,
It was a conspiracy, your lord.
You might want to save and just reload the program just in case it messes with anything.
That's fine.
Not being, well, like if there's like a click on the screen kind of thing. I don't know if that will.
I mean,
Honestly,
I can click now. You see,
case...
you see when it lights up like this? That means I can click on it now.
Okay, so okay.
This entire case is based off of the eyewitness of these 3 dudes.
Yeah,
because and they're proving to be unreliable. So this entire case could be a complete crock of shit.
Yeah,
that they just made up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't even have a body. We don't know for sure someone is dead.
There was a lot of blood there. I don't know who died. Someone died in there.
Someone got fucking.
Sirius does have a cut on his hands. He's got bandage wrapped around his hand. Honestly, crack theory, because we don't know yet. There's another trial day to this. Crack theory. He isn't dead. They faked that. They just got him out of there because he has like debts or something, and they needed to like get him the fuck out of there. So all of them like just decided to go, okay, listen, we need to get him out of here. Servius, you cut your hand. I'll cut like my chest open or something. Like we'll all bleed out. Like
That
into
was
this
a
fucking
lot of
That's a
lot
lot
of blood
It's a lot
at
of
the crime
blood.
scene.
So you're saying they conspired to fake this man's death and frame the doctor for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt there would have been easy. They must have a vendetta against the doctor if that was
Oh,
the
yeah.
case, because there would have been an easier way.
I mean, as well, like, I think all of them seem to have a vendetta against the guy.
So they all just started cutting themselves, and the doctor's like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" And they just cold clocked him out.
The hell is going on?
What do you mean by that, Mr. Hero?
It's quite elementary, sir. I simply recall Monsieur Purple's location at the time of the gunshot.
Yes, of course. Did you perhaps forget I went outside for some air? The thought that it was I who fired upon Mr. Adair is preposterous.
That is exactly right, and thus the witness can be accused as an accomplice at worst.
What?
Dr. Stiles remains the obvious suspect in regards to the charge of homicide.
No, it's crazy. He corrected you about his position.
That might be true, but I never accused Mr. Hardy of the murder itself.
Then you have made no progress in establishing your client's innocence.
I guess that's true, but
What of the other two witnesses, prosecutor? Were they not caught lying on the stand to protect Harold Hardy?
Bugger off! I was just looking out for my fellow witnesses.
as was I, pretty one. The thought that he had something
better watch your
to
fucking self.
hide never occurred to me.
I'll ruin your other eye.
But my statement regarding the shooting of the luckless gent, that remains uncontested.
Luckless.
Oculus.
Baker was killed.
Yeah, right.
Is it really as improbable as you say that nobody but the defendant could be responsible? I do believe so. Do you believe so, large one?
I reckon so. At least it probably was. Well, that's enough. I feel it would be best to ask for direct statements from the witnesses. Please give us a revised testimony about the moment the victim was shot. Honestly, this time.
Don't lie.
Or else.
Is this the last piece of testimony?
I think there's another summation, and then that's the end. I'm not sure.
I mean, we could stop whenever.
Yeah, we can. If you're getting EP, we can stop.
I mean, it's not that I'm getting tired. I'm just kind of like, I feel like I gotta move around a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been sitting down for a little too long, but I'm all good. I gotta stretch in. Also, I was looking at the time for literally just time's sake, because it's 11:42 at this point.
Whether I'm made off with the corpse or not, it makes no difference for Mr. Dr. Styles.
That's a weird, crazy thing to say.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Okay,
if I took
even
the corpse.
hypothetically, if I took that body from the crime scene, that doesn't change anything.
Yeah, you surely haven't forgotten, but I was outside the house when the trigger was pulled.
I was standing by the window and the whole time having a smoke. It's a stroke.
That's true.
It's having a
Doy.
Stroking out.
Stroke my shit.
No, not that.
I was jorking it. And let's just
That
say,
entire time, he was killing somebody. I was stroking my shit.
jork. A what? A jork.
A jork. Never had a jork at the jiggerette. That sounds wrong. That sounds really bad.
You need to.
I shouldn't say that word. That sounds
Should
bad.
have made it up.
And as for the servant, he was just standing idly in the corner.
That's what you call a lady from G-Con.
No. You can't.
No.
Cigarette? That's so bad. That sounds so bad.
You have to add the "k" in there.
I'm gonna drop that in the middle of like a campaign out of nowhere. It's like,
I'm gonna just stay silent.
was I talking to you, Cigarette? Like that's horrible.
I'll just drop out of the call and make it act like I was offended. You'll never see it coming.
Send like a screenshot, like a hole in your wall, like a punch mark.
Yeah, it's just my
it's
my
like the
ass
Chicken
cheeks.
Little thing. Like,
They're making fun of the chicken again.
you can't do this shit no more. In the corner I was, and I had my eye set on the strong one from the start of our respite.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm stroking my shit.
Everyone's stroking the shit at the poker table.
Everyone was 15-minute goon time. Everyone took a corner.
That's where all of it came from. It wasn't film. Jesus.
Yeah, after a hard day of poker, you just gotta crank one in the corner.
You gotta murder a homie and then jerk
Sometimes you gotta put your new foggies on the Jeep.
You gotta blast ahead, then blast a load.
it. Yeah.
Cum is stored in the brain. Let's get it out for you.
And I've got a headache.
And I want it.
What does that satisfy you, Monsieur Naruto?
Fuck you.
What you have just heard are statements from the witnesses asserting each other's innocence. They said they didn't do it, Your Honor.
I've got the old servant's back. The old servant was on mine. And with Harry out of the room, that leaves only one man left.
He was blowing my back out, Your Honor.
I wasn't the only one getting back shot.
They might be gay, but this testimony feels somewhat vague, don't you agree?
I don't know why you had to bring up their sexuality, but I know what you mean.
I mean, they brought it up, so why
Feels
can't
like
I?
there's an issue that they're trying not to bring up, and it isn't their sexuality.
I don't care. Try pressing it.
Okay.
Well, you may as well point it out, too.
Okay.
Why are you gay?
What? That look. The Percule face.
Yeah.
Percocets.
Were you really the ones who stole the corpse away from the defendant's house?
Why does it matter whether I did that or not? We're talking about the moment of the murder.
Yes, please stay on topic, Counsel.
Alright, fine. I'll focus on that for now.
And so, if there is one thing Mr. Hardy's actions have made clear, it's that this case is far more complicated than it first appeared. Fuck Christmas, man.
I hate Christmas.
Every year something
Hopefully
comes
none
up.
of my descendants have to deal with a case
Somebody gets
about
murdered
Christmas.
every year.
I hope so.
Almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
Where exactly did you go when you went outside? Did you stay by the front door the whole time?
Not quite. I stood by the door frame for a minute, then began to wander. I walked around to the side of the house and lost myself amidst the trees.
That sounds terrifying.
Not at all. I had my gun on me. I quite enjoy surrounding myself with nature, even in the dead of night.
Your Honor, he said dead.
What?
We got him?
I
win.
mean, no, that's a phrase.
Yeah, like
Notice
killing
my-
him dead. Yeah, I get it. You're
Well-
going to jail, fucko.
The kid was to die for.
You know what'd be really funny if he stole the guy's suit and that's why the hat has that like that red dot in the middle of it.
What's
It's
the
blood.
That's
Yeah.
blood. That is like a big old blot of
Glob
blood on
of
it.
blood. Yeah, and no one's. He's like, touch it.
Ooze.
It's blood.
What the?
The fuck? That's not mine.
Don't worry.
From among the trees, I could see people. And the man to my left was there, still puffing that disgusting joint.
Give it a rest,
Oh,
will you?
God.
You'd be in a slump too after a rotten game like that. Not giving up my vape pen.
I swear, like anytime because I'm doing the guy with the deep voice, I just imagine him being like, "Oh, come on, man, let me just smoke my cigarette." It's a high pitched voice for no reason.
I care not for reasons. Now the sailor was staring absent-mindedly out the window when that happened.
You mean that's when you heard the gunshot?
Yes, gunfire rang out, and the beefy beefcake nearly collapsed in shock. It would have been quite an amusing sight were the circumstances not so concerning.
Does that mean Mr. Murray wasn't the one who fired the gun?
You are free to disbelieve me as always, but that is my selfless claim.
I'll be right back.
The window was still wide open when the police arrived. Were you the one who opened it?
Yeah, that was me. The old hat lover told me to do it to let the smoke out before he ran out. The way he was acting, you'd think the whole house was burning down.
Yeah, very dramatic, I'm sure.
I'll tell you what, though, the window's seen better days. Took all my strength to get the blasted thing open.
Wow. Good thing you have such muscular arms for such an occasion like that.
You think I built these guns up for little tasks like that? Only reason they're as thick as they are is from years of tough labor as a seaman. They also make the ladies swoon.
Do they
Not
make
just the ladies.
swoon?
You sound far more interested in them than me.
You sound a little fruity, Mr. Naruto.
Which corner would that be exactly?
That's what was it, huh? Yeah, the one to my left.
And which corner is that?
What do you think? I mean, the one at the top of the room, smarty.
Can you just point it out at the diagram?
No, yeah, I got it. I was here in the top right corner, and I was there next to him.
The northeast corner, you mean? Thank you for your clarification.
What about yourself, Mr. Murray? Did you stay by the window the entire time?
I never turned my back on it. Boyos can back me up on that. So don't go accusing me of nothing. I was gazing out into the pitch-black darkness.
I don't like what he said. It makes me sound very, very naughty. Can we really take your word for it that you were watching Mr. Murray the entire time? Why would you not, Inquisitive One? That's such a convenient way to give him an alibi. How could he have captured your interest for so long? Oh my lord, his arms, what else? His arms. Oh yes, just look at them.
Oh,
I've never
jeez.
seen such impressive tree trunks in my life. Isn't it your lifelong dream to be flattened under the weight of those
Oh my god.
powerful abs? No!
This man's horny. Holy shit.
You answer that unusually quickly.
If it's anyone's dream, it's his, not mine.
Sounds like I had the old dog's attention. Also for the defense, do you want to be crushed under his abs?
I think that was the most overt thing, like, that he wasn't subtle about that at all. He gave a little too much detail.
I think he needs to go to jail.
Then I want to be bouncing on it.
I mean,
Let
we
me
can't
stroke this
continue
shit.
questioning. We pressed them all, and clearly it's saying that this has to be a press thing, so something is missing here.
I think that, or it might be the thing where
Shit,
like,
maybe I'm not.
yeah, I think this might lead into the summation.
Ah, okay. My lord, there's something the witnesses failed to account for in their testimony, and having questioned them, it's clear that they all overlooked it entirely.
Well, it better be of significance. What crucial point did the three gentlemen fail to witness?
I think, yeah, wait, none of them actually saw the murder.
Yeah. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say that, though.
I guess just show him, the
victim?
defendant, or the victim, one of them.
You've all given a very detailed account of what you were doing at the moment of the gunshot. Mr. Hardy, you were outside, and much of the room was beyond your line of vision. Mr. Murray, you were by the window, staring blankly into the darkness. And Mr. Moran, you were entranced by the musculature
Mr. Moran.
of Seaman Pirate. Moran, sorry.
I think that's a sound summary of the testimony.
Now let me ask the three of you this. Did any of you have your eyes on the defendant when the gun was fired?
Oh.
That's a good question. A lot of you have spoken of your attention being drawn to each other. But none of you have said a peep about what Dr. Stiles was doing. Oh, well, ain't it obvious? He was by the table next to Ronnie Adair. Grabbed him by the arms, the old man took him by the legs, we hauled him out of there.
I know what happened after the gunshot. I'm asking you what happened before it. You didn't see if Mr. Adair was really shot by Dr. Stiles at all, did you?
I guess not.
What are you saying, monsieur?
Wow.
None of you actually saw what was happening?
Also, now that we're on the topic of things, you didn't see Mr. Pete. I'm wondering if you ever saw the defendant holding a certain item.
The
What in his Rory?
I notice you haven't made any mention of the murder weapon. If my client really was the shooter, he should have still had it in hand.
Well, yeah, that's why you found it under the table.
Gotcha. That might be so, Mr. Pete, but the pistol was found there long after the fact. It isn't nearly as incriminating as it would be to find it in the killer's hand.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
They didn't do it.
Need I remind you that absence of evidence is in no way evidence of absence? I think that's like one of his famous lines. I don't read a lot of Agatha Christie, but I remember that from a movie. Monsieur Pete may be blind as a bat, and it wouldn't change the fact that the shooter was a terrible doctor. Was the terrible doctor. Not that he just happened to be a bad doctor.
Are you confident in that claim, prosecutor?
Mrs. Sato?
Are
Be
you
so for
positive?
real.
Are you sure about that?
You see it too, don't you, Mr. Naruto? His death. It's coming. The situation being as it is, it's entirely possible for someone else to have shot the victim. Without having to accuse all three witnesses of lying, of course.
It was you.
What is this? You mean to make another baseless accusation?
It's not baseless. At least I don't think it is. Based on the evidence and the testimony, this person is just as likely a suspect as the doctor. Mr. Moran. If anyone else in that room was to have killed Mr. Adair, then it was you. Me. I think you're making a mistake. I'm just a lowly one, a servant, that is. What would I stand to gain from taking the life of that respectable banker?
Delectable. Thank you.
Delectable. Did you see those guns? Did you see
ate
that
his
bald spot?
corpse. I ate his liver with some
so
fava
hungry.
beans.
I don't feed me here.
I don't. I'm a lonely servant.
That I don't know, but about the testimonies you've given so far. But think about the testimonies you've given so far. First, there was Harold Hardy, who was far away from the crime scene. Next, there's Peter Murray, whose innocence was attested to not just by Mr. Hardy, but by you as well. But Mr. Murray can't confirm what you were doing, because he was staring out the window. In other words, it's possible that you were the one who really held the gun that night!
Good grief.
Good grief.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be joking.
Quieten down, please, beefy one. I shall not listen to this sitting down. Is that so, Mr. Moran? You have me at my emotional limit. Have at you, fierce one.
What if the way he describes Pete just keeps getting more and more erotic?
Ironic.
Glistening. It's like the most disgusting rod.
You
Like,
juicy little man.
juice.
Quiet down, hung one.
Hung,
How would you know the size of his penis?
hung blood.
Hung blood.
Uh, what this witness means to say is that your case against him is lacking. You have absolutely no reason to believe Mr. Moran ever fired that gun.
I may not have anything decisive. However, the evidence does suggest the shooter was standing exactly where Mr. Moran was standing. What?
Check it out.
Check.
Oh, the trajectory? Or
Yeah.
The map, it's gotta be, right?
I mean, there's blood spatter here. Which...
The chair is flipped over there, too.
Yeah, the chair is flipped over. I mean, I don't know what the chair being flipped over here would mean, though.
I think it would just be the bullet trajectory, wouldn't it? Just the how it would have traveled, considering where he's sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So I think probably the crime scene layout, if I had to assume.
This one?
Yeah. There's only one place you can...
Yeah. Think about where the bullet was found.
The bullet! Oh, this was brought up just an hour ago.
Damn, I can't remember.
It was lodged in a tome, so its trajectory could not be accurately determined, yes?
That's right. But that tome was lying on a set of drawers southwest of the victim. If Mr. Moran shot Mr. Adair from where he was standing, that bullet would end up exactly where we found it.
Order. I have to say, what the defense is suggesting makes a lot of sense.
I agree, my lord. The case against Dr. Styles appears to be no stronger than against Mr. Moran. I should have known Mr. Naruhodo would turn this case around.
Look at you. Don't say that!
So it has come to this after all.
I forged evidence.
I confess.
Huh? Come to what?
It is as you say, if the servant and the victim were positioned where we think they were, then the bullet would have lodged where we found it. I don't question that. But if Monsieur Adair, but had Monsieur Adair really sat in that chair? That is the question.
We've been assuming that from the start. Why would you think otherwise now?
Because I want to change it.
Allow me to borrow a tactic of your own and call back to a statement made in the prior testimonies. A statement made by you, Monsieur Pete.
Pete? Me again? You lot can't get enough of me, can you?
Correct. And during Monsieur Naruhodo's questioning, you made a few offhand questions. Or statements. About your performance in your game of poker.
Oh, did I? Dude, I was getting shafted. I was getting bent over the table at that game.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about cards.
That was before the cards. It was awful. It was... Yeah, he might have said something like that. What of it?
Yeah, look at his eyes. Did you see the judge's eyes on that? He's like, oh, God.
Yeah, something like that.
Monsieur Pete, I'd like you to be crystal clear on this matter. Your secret little game of poker. You were losing, yes?
Honest to God, are you just trying to embarrass me?
It's fucked up.
Go on, have at it. You're blooming right. Patty last, I was.
You were in last place.
So it's come to this. He just pulls out a gun and wastes Yurinosuke.
Figured it all out.
The statements eluded me before, but that doesn't sound right, does it?
No, it doesn't. I don't think I'm gonna like the implication of this.
Well, don't leave me in the dark. Why is it so strange that Mr. Pete was playing so poorly?
There are a
Hey,
bunch of
guys.
chips where he was supposed to be sitting.
I assumed as much from the start. He doesn't look like he'd have a very good poker face. Oh, cheers! Everyone laugh it up!
Ignoring him and his complaining, the fact that Mr. Murray was losing game clearly contradicts this piece of evidence.
The photograph of the crime scene. I don't follow.
The photograph may not mean anything on its own, my lord. But matched with a certain other piece of evidence, it takes on a more obvious meaning. Take it away, Monsieur Naruto. Oh, he's helping us now.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because it's helping his case.
It's proving his point.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, it's completely
Not
right.
really helping. Yeah.
The other piece of evidence that conflicts with Mr. Murray's sickness is one.
Now you show me the diagram of the crime scene.
Man, that's too many things.
Yes, my lord. The diagram and the photograph. Considering these two documents in tandem,
Reveals a fascinating curiosity. Monsieur Hardy, it was you who marked each person of interest's location on this diagram, no?
It was indeed I, and I still stand by my word.
that's heavy rain.
Yeah, we got it a couple hours ago.
Well, you won't be standing by it for long. If you look at the photograph, you can see the number of chips each player had. What's particularly odd is the amount of chips of what's meant to be Mr. Pete's seat.
That would be the one to the lower right, right? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a lot of chips for one man.
The fuck, the loser.
Yes, the player sitting opposite the window was quite stacked indeed. But what about the player to his right? He doesn't look to have a chip to his name.
I knew it! Thanks again, Harry. I knew we were right before you muddled us all up.
Why are you yelling at me off the blue? Explain yourself, you brute.
Oi, sleepyhead, give me that map of the room. Make it snappy.
Alright.
Watch closely, lad and lasses. Old Peter Murray's here to fix the evidence.
You're marking down the evidence.
When the boys were giving me the fight of a lifetime, they weren't doing it like this. They were doing it like this. Just like we said from the start.
What's all this about? I told you that's not right. Change it back for Pete's sake.
Pete's sake? Well, I'm Pete and I say it's right. And so does the evidence. Everything's evidence in court, fella.
I'm telling you, you're getting confused. Our positions must be rotated by 90 degrees.
Well, maybe I should flip you 90 degrees onto the floor. That's how we're sitting, my lord.
Helicopter, bitch.
Helicopter, bitch.
Does that settle it? Was this really how they were seated that night?
I suppose it must be. So in reality, Mr. Murray must have been sitting in this knocked-over chair, no poker chip to his name.
If it wasn't for that chair, I never noticed. The moment we called on break, I stood right up and knocked the shit over in rage.
Yeah, I can see you doing exactly that.
Thank you, witness. That will be all.
What's that? You done with me already?
Monsieur Naruto, you had previously accused Monsieur Moran of shooting Ronald Adair, yes?
Ronald Reagan.
I might have done that, yeah.
But now you see the error in your ways.
Now you know truth.
I will concede, had Monsieur Adair been sitting in the north seat, he surely would have had sufficient reason to consider the servant a suspect. But now that we know the victim's true position, that possibility has been utterly vaporized.
Vaporized.
Don't be so hasty, Mr. Whore.
Whoa!
The location of the bullet is far from concrete evidence.
What do you mean?
Remember, the bullet was lodged in a thick book.
Right, and that book was found on the west side of the room.
But what if that book was in the south side of the room at the time?
My, how terribly dishonest of you, keeping that thought to yourself until now. But it is quite impossible, my dear.
No one can move books.
Do you see the little rectangle the X is marked over?
Yes.
That represents a set of drawers the tome was resting on before it was struck by the bullet. And you may notice also that there is no such furnishing in the southwest corner. So in conclusion, no book could have been resting there.
Well, what about Dr. Stiles? Mr. Murray said he was standing behind him at the time. If he fired the gun, the bullet would also have lodged...
Inspector Hosonaga?
What is it, Foreman?
Aye, guilty.
It pains me to do this against these two acquaintances of mine, but the defense has clearly resorted to desperate grasping.
Well, wait, what my assistant just said is an entirely valid point. The witness's testimony also absolves the defendant. He was standing behind the victim.
In which case, nobody did it. That's implausible, to say the least.
Yeah, that book guy's been wrong about everything so far. Why should we believe he remembers where the book was standing better than the rest? He wasn't even looking at the guy when the banker was killed.
I'm sorry, Attorney Naruhodo, but despite your strong case against the milliner, your efforts to pin this crime on the elderly servant have failed to bear any fruit. Thus, the jury has reached a unanimous conclusion.
Guilty.
Dead. Dead. Dead.
Guilty.
Guilty. The jury's decision has been recorded. And now, once again, the scales of justice lean against the defendant.
No way! This can't be happening again.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't control myself and gave the jury a bad impression.
You've nothing to worry about. I'll pull ourselves out of this mess somehow.
Harumph, you would invoke that charade of a right again this late into the trial?
Shut the fuck up!
If you say harumph, whatever you're gonna say before that, or after that, is like immediately disqualified.
You might as well be saying, like, why I oughta.
Exactly.
Why I oughta.
I shan't even feign surprise. The influence of that fraudulent imitator of mine shines like the sun.
Keep talking shit! Keep talking shit! I'm here!
Put up your dukes.
Order!
He just gets shot in the gallery.
He said, put up your dukes. Oh.
Leave!
I didn't know. I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes.
If you don't know now, you know. You know.
The defense will be granted his right to a summation examination. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I call on you now once again. State your reasoning for declaring the defendant guilty.
I don't think I'm gonna get many more chances once this is over. If I'm ever gonna figure out what really happened that night, then it's now or never.
But my client is also exonerated by this. Listen, someone's gotta swing for this.
Someone's got to burn. The bullet's location absolves the butler, so only the defendant remains.
The shooter had to be one of the three inside the room, and neither witness could have done it.
Who cares anymore? Christmas is nearly here. Let's go home.
Mr. Pete's testimony is a load of hogwash, but the old butler said he didn't do it.
Just because that hat seller went back to the crime scene doesn't mean he did anything wrong.
The victim, he was really sitting across from the window, but this changes nothing for the case.
So once again, it's still only the logical conclusion.
Oh, this is just horrible. No one ever sees the truth. And to be honest, I'm having a hard time believing the servant was really the murderer as well.
Yeah, I really believed it at the time, but it looks a lot less likely now.
Oh, so what's your next move? Checkmate, fucko. Will you honorably back down so that these fine folks may return home to their loving families?
No, I don't care.
They stayed here forever.
I gotta make this summation examination count. Here I go.
I'll do 1,000 summonations before I let my defense lose.
Dude,
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Please. Christmas, we're gonna miss Santa Claus.
Santa's gonna skip over London
Mrs.
today.
Sato raised the possibility that the tome could have been in the southwest corner at the time.
But why does that may be? It's impossible. There's nothing in that corner of the room for said book to even rest on, you see.
prosecution's claim is that it was resting on a set of drawers by the west wall. But perhaps that set of drawers was only moved there after the shooting.
I like the idea that Ryunosuke is more concerned with inconveniencing the jurors than helping his client.
Yeah. I mean, that was the bit, wasn't it? Like, near
Hey,
one of the things.
hang on.
Fair point.
Hang on. No. The decapitated head of fair play. I read it.
So it was in the corner at the time of the shooting. That would explain everything.
No.
You may have gotten the impression, but that room had not been used in some time. That is to say, it was covered in layers of dust. It is easy to see where there are disturbances, and there were none in the southwest corner. Therefore, we can safely assume the furniture was never moved.
I would prefer the prosecution respected our rules and remained silent during this process. But your input has been noted regardless.
Just no repercussions. Ever.
Maybe the tome was on a stack of books, and the other books got thrown away with the corpse.
Hello.
No, Mr. Naruhodo. I would think a witness would have mentioned that if that were the case.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't accept that.
I love his eyes was twitching around.
Yeah. It is a fact that, is it a fact that neither Mr. Murray nor Mr. Moran could be the killer? I almost said moron.
Moron. I think that's been all but ascertained, yes. The other lady and gentlemen of the jury have made it clear why this is the case.
This is just an idea, but what if both of the witnesses are lying?
Pull the other one! Why would I go and do that?
Well, you did lie to protect Mr. Hardy, so I thought you might be doing the same for the killer.
Well, that was different, it was. Didn't know Harry messed with the crime scene.
Yes, it's a very different thing to lie if he knew who he's protecting did wrong, especially murder. If neither of the two witnesses inside the room could have fired the bullet, then I wonder, is it an unassailable fact that the culprit was inside the room when he fired the gun? My, what an exciting idea. I have to consider that for my next novel. But my dear, how would such a feat be achievable? Well, I'm sorry, but I hadn't actually thought that far ahead. It sucks. Well, if you do discover a possibility, please tell me about all of it.
Could the killer really have shot Mr. Adair from outside? Oh my god, did they climb a tree and, like, snipe him with a fucking Giselle? Like,
pistol.
hold on.
Yeah, no, look at the tree.
Oh my god, it is right there. It's possible. Assuming these are, like, accurately placed, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
I'm telling you, the forest
That's
just looks
petty.
like that.
Oh wait, hold on. This is new.
Hold it!
Do you have any ideas, juror number 2?
Oh, nothing I'm certain of yet. I'm still pondering the matter, though.
What exactly have you been pondering?
Fucking bedtime, I'm tired.
That's real.
Oh no, it wouldn't do to tell. It's all the more satisfying to present a solution through your own thought process.
I'm trying to defend someone, not find some momentary satisfaction.
Tough shit.
It's Christmas! Please!
Is that your idea of an argument? Come on, work with us here. This is a matter of life or death for the doctor.
Don't give a shit.
And it's a matter of life or death for me too. My wife will kill me if I don't get home. I got kids waiting for their old man back home. What if I'm not home on time on Christmas?
You'll never make it.
I have a heart attack and keel right over, that's what.
The trial's not going to go on through the night.
It will if you keep dragging it out with your excuses. Didn't it start at 10 a.m.? How long
Yeah.
has this been going?
It's like an hour. Or a few
So either
hours.
prove to me he's innocent right now, or I'm not helping you.
But what about the defendant's daughter? Juror 3, surely you...
You stop your cheating this instant, ma'am.
Oh. I'm gonna get him.
Why don't you trust Mr. Murray's testimony?
Because he forgets where he was sitting. He forgot where the victim was sitting. He lied about the hat maker, and he doesn't even know if the doctor had a gun on him.
I guess he did slip up a lot today.
Would you mind wrapping this up now? I had to wake up at about 5 hours early for the trial today.
I made a child sit on the jury anyway.
That's a child?
Yeah.
That is not a child, that is a beast.
Skeletor?
I'm about to. I'm running out of energy.
But this means Mr. Hardy was the only person who could have tampered with the scene.
Does it?
It does! He, the defendant, and the other 2 witnesses were the only ones in the house that night. Which means only he could have disposed of the body.
Were they?
You're not going to suggest it was the defendant's daughter instead, are you?
I mean, shit. Fiddlesticks! Maybe he did do something wrong then.
Wait, really?
Yeah! Let me adjust my argument in teensy tiny bit. The hat seller went back to the crime scene, but that makes him an accomplice no worse.
But doesn't this leave Mr. Hardy as the most suspicious character involved in the case?
Yeah, maybe, but throwing the corpse away isn't the same as killing him. Unless he weren't actually dead till he got thrown in the sea, that is.
People don't usually survive gunshots to the head.
Exactly, so whoever shot him is the killer. No question about it.
I'm French.
Oh, oui, oui.
Is it really so safe to presume the witness was seated there?
Oh, oui. The purple-clad maker of hats, with the voices, my voices disagreements. But we have heard this claim from both the servant and now the largeon. A trusty
look at
servant,
me.
especially, for he has told. For he has told little in the way of mistruths. That's funny, considering that's Arsène Lupin,
Yeah.
Even though he also
the
hid...
character that.
Go ahead.
Sorry. That's who Star to Mask was based off of.
Yeah. Even though he also hid Mr. Hardy's visit to the crime scene.
Oui, perhaps so, but that is understandable, seeing you abuse this fact to accuse him. If it were moi in this position, I would feel compelled to do the same as him.
I guess that makes sense.
AJ?
AJ?
Was he EP?
Did he die?
I think he may have died.
But the victim's position has got to help us somehow.
Let's see, the victim and the witnesses are arranged like this, the victim's final moments. Do these positions reveal anything to us? Yes.
Yes.
The jurors are even more convinced of Dr. Styles' guilt than they were before.
Right, my efforts only made things worse for us in the end.
Only one way out for us now. We need a new possibility. Think, Mr. Naruhodo, is there any way someone else could have killed Ronald Adair? Even if it's something unbelievable, any idea will do.
Oh my god, I wanna go eat something. I'm so hungry.
We can end it here then, and just like, cause if Anna does make it by the time next week rolls over, then that's
Yeah, but like if not, then we curtail this into the Apollo fan game.
that's less Apollo fan game.
That is true, but like, if this is the end bit, right? Like, how much more end trial is there after this?
Not sure.
I can't remember.
Well, you left by this point.
No, I remember the point after this.
I hear AJ walking back in.
What did you say?
I hear AJ walking back. Oh no, I guess that was you.
Yeah, that was me and Justin instead. Yeah, I'm not sure how much. I think that was AJ. I'm not sure how much left.
Because like I'd hate for this to be like, you know, there's like 15 minutes left in the trial, and then because we've got the fucking things, like I can at least get to the end of the minigame, but you know, I'd hate for that to be like basically the end of it, and then whoopsie daisy, as it turns out we got 10 minutes left of the trial, and then that's it.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I know this is kind of a big thing at the end with when you start to put it all together. Let's just keep going for now. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll feel it.
Yeah, if I need to run downstairs, just like devour a ham, I will.
Yeah, yeah. I think we go against Agatha and Lupin.
Devour? Are you gonna like Luffy just stick a meat on the bone in your mouth?
Yes.
Yeah, those two go together.
Objection!
Yeah, I can say just like 1:30-ish. Oh, there you are. Can I have your attention, jurors 2 and 6?
Me again? What is it now, sugar?
Make this quick, s'il vous plaît. I have an appointment with the Museum of London at 2.
Juror 2, it's your belief that the murder of Ronald Adair had to have committed his or her crime inside the room. Did I understand that correct?
Wait, is this implying that on a day that he was planning a heist, Arsène Lupin is like, oh shit, I gotta go to jury duty.
I can't deny jury duty.
Pulled off the street and said, hey, we need you to be a juror.
I guess I will.
But I'm French. I don't even live here.
You know what they say, c'est la vie.
But of course, it would be hard for anyone to shoot him from outside.
Hard, perhaps, but not impossible. Listen to Juror 6's statement, who helpfully reminded us the victim was sitting directly across from the window.
Why, he was sitting there.
Surely you do not mean to say what I think you mean to say.
I do. If the victim was positioned in this particular seat, then it creates the possibility that someone shot the victim from outside.
Attorney Naruhodo, with all due respect, that's preposterous.
What's preposterous about it, Inspector Hosanaga?
Why, think about it. The crime scene was on the first floor of the building. The culprit would have been on equal elevation for the bullet to fly anywhere near the victim.
Yeah, remember, first floor in Europe means the, second floor.
Well, that's true. If the gunman was on the ground, then if anyone could have harmed, it was Mr. Murray. A very good point, Foreman.
My thanks, my lord. Like I always say, if I must lead a jury, I'd do it perfectly. That's my philosophy, one of my Hasanogisms.
Oh dear. His Hasanoganisms. His Joe Roganisms.
No,
As
no.
I was saying,
Oh,
I'd
God.
like to say the crime scene was on the first floor, but it's possible for the killer to reach a similar elevation from outside.
On an elevator.
Trees.
Elevator, what the fuck? Ladder.
Look at the diagram again. But this time, cast your attention to the outside of the room.
Are those trees?
Fucking trees?
Ah, I believe the witnesses have made mention of these before. Trees.
They did. All the killer had to do was climb one of these trees. And look at that. If he or she fired through the window, the bullet would end up on the west side of the room, exactly where the police found it.
Got sniper elite out here.
Did you just say holy cow?
Holy fuck.
Is nobody listening to the council's rambling? The government was in the trees. The gunman was in the trees. Do you take our killer for a primate?
Harry's like, hey! I mean, yeah, that's crazy.
Mr. Hero, stand down. The prosecution is forbidden from speaking during this procedure.
Mr. Hero, shut the fuck up.
I should stand down. I will ask you again.
Stand down. But the council's argument is just too absurd.
Silence. I will let the jury have their say without your influence. Jury Foreman, what are your thoughts on this idea?
Oh, it's riffraff. A theory like this has no place outside a mystery novel.
Well, I do enjoy mystery novels.
And I don't disrespect that, but there is a critical flaw in the attorney's reasoning. For if the shot was fired from outside, then why was the gun found at the crime scene?
They threw it in the window.
Good question.
Well, my apologies, Attorney Naruhodo, but if you can't explain this away, my judgment shall not waver.
In that case, please amend your argument to reflect on this point, Foreman.
You're going to be bested by a rebuttal by that loser. No offense.
No, of course not. In fact, I think we have the perfect argument in mind. It's time to put this case to bed, so to speak.
If the killer was outside, the gun would be out there too, but it was found under the table.
The window was still open after the witnesses left. Couldn't the culprit just have thrown it in from the trees?
Oh no, you're not getting the better of the jury with that reasoning. The trees were much too far away from the window for that idea to be at all realistic. Pardon the further disregard for the rules, my lord.
If I broke the rules this much, I'd be flattened under the judge's scaffold.
Ooh. Yes, I think it's Scrooge versus Hasanoga.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there's new dialogue there.
Yeah, there is. If you like it that much, maybe you should rule in my favor.
No, no, no. That isn't how this works, dearie. If you want me to approve of your theory, you must first iron out the problems. A solution full of holes is no good of solutions at all.
We're trying to solve a real murder here.
God damn it.
Okay. The rest of these are, we've seen them before. Goes outside. The gun would have to be out there too, but it was found under the table.
I'm enthralled.
Had to run back in the crime scene, but that makes an accomplice no worse. So, yep. Kosanaga versus him. Present jurors. Group. Juror number 1, can I have your attention?
Juror 1? How impersonal.
Oi! Are you looking at me again?
Mwah.
You wanted to know where the gun was found at the crime scene if the killer was outside? Well, thankfully, there's a simple explanation for that. Juror number 5, you're the one who brought it up. The hell is this abomination? This isn't the Great Ace Attorney. It is a Great Ace Attorney fan game, which is why I am streaming under the category, because I don't want people getting spoilered in other categories.
Yeah,
However, this is a fantastic fan game. Like it is not an abomination. It's made in pyrite, so it's a little crusty here and there, but
a little
it is
jank
a
in the side.
fantastic fan game.
Really good, in fact.
After the murder, Mr. Hardy went up to the crime scene, presumably to tamper with the scene. But disposing of the corpse wasn't the only thing he could have done while he was up there. That's right. He could have brought something to the crime scene, too. Namely, the pistol used to kill Mr. Adair, the murder weapon. Hurts my eyes looking at it. It's blurry as hell. Yeah, it's a little crusty because it's pyrite.
Yep.
There's a very real possibility that it was Harold Harry who smuggled the gun into the dark little room.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
Oh
no.
Every time the fucking biceps on
Yeah.
I love that outline.
The beef of
His arms are huge in that. I love it.
the games of Ryunosuke.
Order! Counsel, just what are you insinuating?
Are you saying the one who really shot Ronald Adair?
I am Hosanaga. The true culprit behind this case could very well have been Harold Harry, who fired from the trees in the defendant's garden.
But that's outrageous!
Stop this! My lord, as the foreman of the jury, I formally request this procedure to be temporarily suspended.
Yes, indeed. That milliner?
Yeah,
Milliner?
milliner.
That milliner had better respond to this accusation.
Well, fine, but only if it gets me out of here quicker.
Actually, I think this might be the end of the trial.
I think so too.
I don't think there's another testimony after.
The jury request shall be honored. Mr. Hardy, take the stand again. Now.
Oh shit. I'm appalled at this development. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury actually approving of the defense's lewd fantasy.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
The witness is right, my lord. Monsieur Naruto has no evidence whatsoever incriminating this fine, upstanding citizen.
Mr. Hardy, we already know you were the one who stole a corpse from the crime scene. You were the only person that had the opportunity to do that.
Cease the Crips. Cease this at once. I did nothing of the sort.
Give over, Hat Man. Do you think the corpse got up and walked away himself?
And on top of that, we now know it was possible for you to commit the murder yourself. Those two facts combined, I see no reason to suspect Dr. Stiles over you. Well, Mr. Hardy, what's your response to that?
Mr. Hardy, if you break down, I swear to God.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Do you know who I am? Do you know what I've sacrificed to become the man before you?
You can't do this to me.
You know what I sacrificed?
You know what? Look at my mustache. It's even gotten bigger. And you think I would throw that all away and take a man's life? I have never been so insulted in my life.
Monsieur, calm down.
Don't you assure me I came all this way to testify about all that I witnessed. And you have the gall to call me an accomplice and then a murderer. What is next? Am I the godforsaken doctor too? I have heard enough. Goodbye.
What are you? Get back here right now.
Bailiff, don't let it get away! After him, the steed!
They let that man fucking book it?
Yoink.
Mr. Haro, your witness, he escaped.
Eh.
I can see that, my lord.
What on earth was he thinking?
I don't know. The pressure must have been too much for him.
I was just pointing this out as a possibility. Did he really do it after all?
I, never had a situation like this before.
I suppose.
What are you supposed to do now?
Is it obvious, dear boy?
Oh, no, damn it. It's fucking horrible.
Isn't it obvious?
Well, the old fool's behavior says it all, in my humble opinion. And knowing that, there's really no room for further deliberation, is there?
So sad.
The defendant's right. Certainly some questions still remain, however. It is clear this trial has finally reached a conclusion.
No, God, he's
What
ant
was
from
that?
behind.
Yeah.
No, you cannot let the defendant walk free like this. Give me but a day, my lord. I shall collar that witness and drag him back to the stand by tomorrow.
I'm sure you will, good prosecutor. Just keep me out of it, will you? The fellow's guilt has all but been proven by now. And like the young lass said, I have a daughter waiting for me. You wouldn't hold me up until Christmas, would you? Oh,
Wow.
Listen to him, prosecutor. It's your bloody fault for letting the kiddo run away. I am going to strangle that witness when I find him. You mark my words.
He's completely lost his composure. Can't say I blame him.
Now, Foreman, has the jury reached a conclusion regarding the charges against Andrew Stein?
we have, my lord. There were no disagreements this time.
Thought there wouldn't be. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, declare your final verdicts against the defendant.
Right away, my lord. Not guilty. Not guilty.
Guilty. Oh, my bad. Not
Guilty.
Not guilty.
I declare the defendant, Dr. Andrew Stiles,
guilty.
guilty.
I hate you. What y'all say? Look at that. He did it, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
He-
it's weird though.
He didn't. I don't think he did it. I think he orchestrated it.
Yeah.
It's because like the case is just weird. Like I'm very excited to see what Anna like hooks up for the second half because the whole case is just fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Like the place where the murder happened, why it happened. Like there's so many like weird.
The body
things
not being
about this.
found.
I don't even like know what Hardy Hatwell's like deal would even be in that case.
I
Why he's
guess
so?
him. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Because I'm not sure. Like, why is he so sure the room was arranged a certain way, or was he just doing that to avoid the window being thought about? I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's more so that like he was so adamant about it that even when they corrected him again, he was like, "No, that's not how it was."
Yeah.
So it's like weird.
I
that
wonder if
they-
like a fucking Tigray thing happened where there's just like two different like crimes that happened.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go. It's
Well-
the Tigray thing. Where Boba Loco.
It seems to me the entire time that they had like a story that the three of those guys set up like, okay, this is what we're going to say happened. All three of them are lying for each other to cover each other's asses because they know what really happened. That's how it felt to me.
I mean, if that's the case, then I don't know why he would be such a hard ass
Yeah.
about like positioning.
Because it seems like this case pretty much only lies on what those three said happened. So like literally anything could have happened in that room. Like fucking Godzilla could have came down and shot that man. And
Yeah. We don't know because two of them, like it seemed like no one saw who shot.
That brings the end to today's proceedings.
Good to do.
I love you.
Good night. Sleep tight. Mwah.
I will bite.
But not to fright.
Well, of course Dr. Styles was innocent. I knew all along.
Aren't you arrested in the first place? I had her.
That oddball in the pajamas.
Do you hear that? I knew accepting this case was a good idea.
And what a fantastic idea it was. It's me.
It's me, the villain.
I knew you were the man for the job. Well done, my friend.
Thank you so much, Dr. Styles. I hope I didn't cause you too much panic today.
Well, I have to fucking clean that room when I get home, but other than that, it's fine. Don't apologize. I always knew you'd succeed. Well, I must admit I was a tad surprised at your choice of clothing, but besides that, I never lost hope.
I was wondering, Doctor, just why is it you place such faith in us?
Well, oh, there's quite a story to that. Well, admittedly, not much, but it goes back quite a few years, it does.
It goes back further in the timeline.
But this is no time or place to be reminiscing. I will promise you this, though. We shall discuss that at a later date. Very soon, I hope. But that was a problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I look forward to it.
I'm really hoping it's just because he met Mikitoba.
Mm-hmm. I think you think Harry's gonna kill him.
I think Harry's gonna turn up dead. I think the second half of this case is either him dead or Harry dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not sure which one of them, but one of them's gonna end up dead for the second half.
Who's gonna die?
I really hope we do get a Mikitoba and Shomes like flashback of them helping this guy out.
Yes, back in the day.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah.
And so you should. Now then, I must be off home.
Okay, so you think like Mikitoba and Shomes helped him out, and he saw the name Mikitoba, and he was like, I know them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her.
Oh, good heavens!
I think it might have also just been like a Japanese man can help me solve crime because Japanese man solved crime before.
He's very
Yeah.
good.
Well, he said,
he said there was a
he wouldn't be
particular
that.
reason.
Yeah, he said there was a story about it, which he would just say, "Oh, your reputation precedes you," if that were the case.
You know what's funny? Another Japanese man.
Yeah, he was dancing on my dead body.
Walking.
Oh, but my ferryman must have been taken in for perjury, hasn't he? Oh, what a bother. I'll have to go down and bail him out, after all the trouble he's caused.
Sounds like Pete's about to get off really, really lightly.
I bid you farewell, Mr. Naruhodo, Miss Mikitoba, and a Merry Christmas to you both. May we meet again under such less stressful circumstances, I hope. Yeah, because I doubt, Trial Day 2 is going to be about this case still.
No.
Or at least,
it can't be, because
debating it.
Double jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, back in the day, would they have double jeopardy?
That's a good point. I'm saying. I'm surprised none of them asking Doc what happened in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
My eyes weren't open.
I was asleep. Playing poker. They did the prank on me.
Merry Christmas to you, Doctor.
Well, Naruhodo-san, it's time we departed too.
She's got the Roblox smirk.
You haven't forgotten that it's Christmas tomorrow, have you? We can hardly keep Mr. Shomes and little Iris waiting.
Oh, of course. We came all the way just to see them. Let's return to their flat. Post haste.
Post
Well,
haste.
I have to admit,
Ah!
I'm still wondering about Mr. Hardy. Did he really kill Mr. Adair? If so, what was his motive? And just where did he run off to?
To my tank!
I don't want to dig too deep into all this when I just woke up this morning. Or I didn't want to dig too deep into all of this when I woke up this morning, but I've got a horrible feeling that this case is far from over.
To be continued.
Hopefully by next week. Fingers
We'll have
crossed.
to-
No!
If not, we got something even better.
No.
That's all for me, for now. The story isn't over yet. Hopefully next week.
Why else would the game do this?
Whoop. All right.
And
Good night.
I love you, Anna.
Backgrounds by me.
coming Sunday. Hopefully soon. Very soon.
If Anna ever gives up, I'm gonna find her.
Well, that's motivation.
Yeah.
Good
All
night.
of the stuff. Good night.
Appeal to the truth.
Sleepy time.
So yeah.
Ace Attorney Beyond the Shadows of AA Online. Talking about Jackpot on YouTube.
God,
Oh,
Burden of Proof
fucking
is
Burden-
$15?
Oh, the dude's making a sequel. He made a big announcement recently.
Oh no.
Very good.
Didn't
He's
you,
making
like,
Burden of
hate
Proof
that
too.
guy, that fucking.
I kind of want to play it on stream. I think it's like shit, but it's like funny.
Play what on stream?
Burden of Proof. It was like an Ace Attorney inspired game. It's like claymation looking, and it's
I'm
fucking.
I'm just gonna